The worst corridor for sex trafficking is New Orleans to Houston. Metanoia Manor is a safe house for trafficked girls. It helps with healing and provides education and life skills. Donate now at helpprotectthesegirls.com.
Water is water, right? Not when it's Evermore. Smooth-tasting Evermore water is Mother Nature's masterpiece. Evermore is natural artesian water. Maybe you want a healthier lifestyle, a high-end athlete who wants better hydration, or a parent who wants something healthier for their kids. You want Evermore. EVAMOR. Evermore. Available at great local retailers.
Respect isn't something that's just given. It's earned. It comes from having experience and possessing knowledge that can be passed on to the next generation. Jim's Firearms.
Recall alert? Due for an oil change? Brakes louder than the kids in the back? Bayou Ford can get you in for service today. You don't have to wait. Same-day service. Schedule now at BayouFord.com. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Louisiana's big weather can mean big damage to your roof. Our team offers free inspections and guarantees your satisfaction. Call 756-8603 or visit riceandroofing.com.
Just to be on the safe side.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Thursday, September 11th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 92. In hour one of today's show, we'll break down the key matchups between LSU and Florida as we inch closer to the Saturday night kickoff. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from Pro Dreams, starts now.
Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester,
yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Boom!
Live from downtown Baton Rouge, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo, and welcome in to OTB. We are not in downtown Baton Rouge today. We are at Pro Dreams again, as we'll be here every single Thursday during the football season that LSU has a home game, and they've got a big home game coming up this weekend inside of Tiger Stadium against the Florida Gators. Of course, Pro Dreams here at 3930 Burbank Drive in Baton Rouge. Brand new shop. Sports memorabilia, as you can see if you're watching us on YouTube, all over this place. Glad to be back here. Glad to be back in the shadows of Tiger Stadium getting ready for, well, it's Gator Week. It's Gator Hater Week all day, every day. Well, not just this week. I mean, every day, 365, 24/7. It's Gator Hater time. But certainly this week when they're coming into town, and you can already start to feel a nice little buzz in the air with Florida coming to town.
Yeah, I think woke up this morning, started driving in, and wasn't a lot of people on the road when I was driving in, but the closer I got to LSU, you start to feel it. It feels a little bit like a big game day. So we're here at Pro Dreams just checking out all the cool memorabilia. I know this place is going to be popping on Saturday, starting early too. Starting early all week. And you know every single week on this show is Gator Hater Week. We hate them with a passion. We don't like them. They stink. And we hope that every single year we just beat them down. We hope that all the recruits decommit from them after the game. We hope that their program goes to shambles.
Yeah.
Actually, no, we don't hope that. We want them to always have a decent program, so this game is always big.
Well, I mean, actually this game in this series, it hasn't mattered in the past, like good or bad. Like there's always still something weird. Remember, sure. LSU was a 21-point dog on the road when they beat Florida with Cade York hitting the field goal in the fog that we didn't really know if that thing went in. I just watched
Did you
Gordy.
say 21?
Yeah, there were 3 touchdown dog that day.
I had no idea.
When you had the cleat thrown for, the cleat went 20 yards. The penalty was 15 yards.
Yep.
But I remember not being able to see the field goal go in. I watched Gordy, and I watched Gordy's reaction because he was on the mic, obviously on the sideline, and I was like, okay, if he celebrates, that means LSU made the kick because I couldn't see it go in.
Yep, I know. Well, the shoe throw. Hey, did that guy that who was the guy last week for them that spit?
I'll have to see what player it was, but yeah, we had another spitting.
Did he get suspended? Like, is there any? There's got to be some sort of retribution, right?
I don't know. Chat, let us know. Did he get suspended? Yeah, because I just remember like comparing it to the Jalen Carter situation with the Eagles. I'm like, what are we doing out here spitting?
Yeah, what are we doing? Like, and his Florida guys, when that spill was a lot nastier too.
Yeah,
right in the face. It slows like spread out spray.
Like if somebody spits on you in like everyday life, you're fighting to the very end. Like
to the end?
Till you can't pick your arms up anymore. I mean, we're old. Like I don't know that we can really do any damage, but we're going to swing until we can't pick our arms up anymore, right?
Shoulders kind of hurt too. I don't know.
Spitting?
Yeah. I mean, so like.
But like in football field, I guess it's like you get mad about it, but we're not talking after the game.
Yeah. The one in the NFL, the Jalen Carter one, that was more, and not to like excuse anything from it. It was like it was some banter going back and forth, certainly some hate, but it wasn't like an emotional reaction. It was like I'm going to spit on your shirt type deal. The Florida one was like nasty.
Yeah.
That was the type of we got it like the whole team like let's meet in the 50.
But look, let's not act like that's not who Florida is and who they've been.
Yep, in my mind, that's how all of them are.
Yeah, right.
They're probably some great guys. Over
even
there.
you, Chris Doring, we're throwing you into this conversation this week,
right.
pal.
But
everybody,
I do want to know because what did you think of the punishment that came down from the NFL on Jalen Carter? Like, that was pretty shocking to me that with so many eyeballs on that situation that they don't make some sort of example. And there's some.
You got to find 57,000? Jalen Carter?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And they considered the game that he got kicked out of as his suspension.
Because, he didn't play before the first play.
But, all the conspiracy theorists can certainly come out and play because, of course, everyone's going to say that he's playing because guess who they played this weekend?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. That's right. So
yeah, because they're playing in Kansas City, right? Because I believe, because Temple and Oklahoma are playing in their stadium on Saturday.
Classic matchup.
Look, we had
Tale as old as time.
We had Temple's head coach on off campus yesterday. This man is ready to go. He's played as a head coach. Now he's all different levels. Like he's been at
Talking about the Owls?
He's been at Delaware. He's been at Sam Houston. He's been at Division III. This man has coached in 9 national championship games at different levels over a 30-year period. 9. I was like, I don't care what level it is. You had the same level players when you went to it. I'm like, all right, Temple. All right. 2-0.
I see you.
What's their hoo-hoo? Is that what they do? I don't know. But this man had me fired up. I'm like, okay.
Good for you.
All right, John Mateer, you better bring it. Temple.
The Owls coming into Philly.
I'm telling you. I know. Like, what? I still don't get it. I don't get it.
How many people do you think will be there?
Hundreds.
Tens of hundreds.
No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Temple, like, I'm sure Oklahoma fans are like, hey, when are we going to go to Philly again? Again, I'm not saying, like, I don't, I've only been to Philly to either cover a game or play a game. I don't know what's bringing you to Philly. And if the Eagles aren't there that weekend, I guess, it would make sense if the Eagles were there because then Jalen Hurts played at Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd be like, hey, let's just stay over for Sunday. And like,
still a reach.
We'll go to the Eagles game. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like LSU, like, let's see, who are we going to play? Scheduling, I don't know, Wazoo in Cincinnati because Burrow plays there?
Yes.
Or Rutgers, somebody weird, some weird opponent because Joe Burrow plays in Cincinnati.
So I think you go play Maryland.
Maryland?
Yeah, for Jaden Daniels.
Yep. Love that.
Look, I'm just trying to
yeah,
I'm not saying they went to there for that reason.
Yep.
I'm saying they could, if you're a fan, you can be like, hey, we can go to this game, and also we could have seen maybe Jalen Hurts play. Like, I don't know. I just talked to the coach, and he fired me up yesterday.
Love it.
He said, look, and this was on air. He goes, I bet 75% of their coaches are working on Temple. He said, but 25% of them, they're working on Auburn right now. They ain't even worried about us. It's like all of us are worried about Oklahoma. Kind of called him out a little bit.
What's the line?
A lot to a little.
We taking them?
Damn right.
When you said the coach said, I'm betting 75. I bet 75 before you finish your sentence. I was like, ooh, he bet $75?
No, the coach did not bet $75. I'm going to look at the line, though, because I feel like with his words, I don't know. And I know I'm not drinking out of a Planter Peanuts bottle here. This is actually a Back to the Future coffee mug, chat. So it's got the hoverboard as the handle. It's Back to the Future 2, to be exact.
Part 2.
Yeah, Part 2. With the hoverboard.
Yeah, because it had to be Part 2 because the hoverboard was not in 1.
It was not. And then 3 was in the West, which was a decision. I don't really know what the purpose of that was. But.
Yep.
All right, let's find this line on this game. What do you think it is?
Oklahoma Temple. Oklahoma's got a little juice to them right now. I'm going to say that it is 17.5.
21.5. Are the Owls going to find themselves on the pontoon parlay?
Oh, they might. Just because of what you said about a coach. He bet $75.
I'm just telling you, this coach, he had confidence, and they are 2-0. I'm just,
Like a lot of energy, like a gruff energy. Was he polished?
He was polished.
Okay.
He had energy. He had confidence.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't afraid to say what was on his mind. Like, he called them out saying, in their building, they're not worried about us. We're worried only about them. I don't know. That was
probably fair. Probably fair.
It's always good not to get coach speak, okay?
But they also, there's one person that is 100% focused on them, and that's John Mateer.
That's fair.
That is fair. So they don't have a John Mateer on the Temple Owls, right?
Probably not.
He's on the Oklahoma Sooners.
Yeah, probably don't have one of those fellas.
I would say that it's going to be difficult to put them on that pontoon parlay, but whatever it is, it's going to win because we've never once as a group lost 2 pontoon parlays in a row.
That's true. That's fair.
We've never done it.
Yeah.
So we lost this past weekend. Hey, hand in the air. My pick didn't hit. Should have.
Well, so it's a bad beat.
It was a bad beat. There was obviously some coaches. There was obviously some coaches putting some money on some stuff.
I mean, Lane talked about it.
Yep.
After the game.
And I told
he apologized.
you, one of my bold predictions for the season my OTB turnover chain wearing bold predictions that some coach is going to get investigated this year. I don't know who it's going to be. I would say let's take a look at that Ole Miss Kentucky game this past weekend. Just because I had the pick and it lost.
Yeah. You did, but I don't think that matters. Apparently the Florida player, all he had to do was apologize to the public and then also personally to the South Florida player, and no decision yet on any other disciplinary actions.
Okay.
Thank you, Chad.
I would think that would probably be a situation where Napier would have to look in the mirror and decide what kind of coach he wants to be and discipline that guy himself.
Look, he realizes too, like his job is like
that's true,
really on the line here in the next couple of weeks. But look, bring them all. Bring them all. Bring them all. You want all of them, all of y'all, everybody. Y'all come play. Everybody come play.
You don't have to go to class. Extra practice,
man. If you play for LSU and you're not fired up this week after what happened last year, after you beat the hell out of them in every single way outside of the scoreboard, and then you protecting your quarterback. Like, we went over the stats on Monday. you like doubled them up almost in everything, and you didn't take advantage of your opportunities. You didn't make the plays when you had to. If you win that game, you go to the SEC championship game. Think about that. Think about where you could have gone if you win that game, because you finished strong. Right? You finished strong after, and you beat Oklahoma and you beat Vanderbilt. If you win that game, you're in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Now, things happen for a reason, and who knows, like, if they would have had, hey, we got to go spend it on this roster. Let's go spend $18 million. Who knows if they have that feeling if they go to the championship game last year. But as a player, like, you don't care about all that. You just care about, like, Florida beat you, and they celebrated the hell out of it right in front of you. And they're coming to your place. I don't care who they lost to. I don't care if they lost to Long Island and South Florida leading into this game. Like, it's orange and blue. It's this ugly helmet that's sitting in front of me that's signed by who? Timothy Tebow. I'm going to smudge that autograph.
Yeah, sorry, Trey.
I apologize.
I sat down, and it was in front of me, and I just said, I can't do it. I can't have this in front of me. And I know it's the two helmets, they got to collide. I got it. Just couldn't have it. It's too close to me.
That's fine by me. It
kind of like made my skin crawl, across my legs.
I got a winning record against that ugly helmet.
That's fair. I get it.
You do too, I think. Yeah, you're 3-2.
Just because we whip that ass doesn't mean I like them. I can beat my helmet.
Butt. It's 7-14. Sorry, Huck.
Shoot. I'm so sorry. I forgot. My rage for Florida.
I know. I get it. I understand it. It's all right.
Hey, we do want to, as a group here, wish our guy Taylor a happy birthday, even though we don't like him right now.
Even though he did eliminate both of our teams already from his little NFL bachelor situation.
Yeah, his little list that he has.
Yeah. He's got the Titans on there, and he eliminates one of the most storied franchises in the NFL in Green Bay, the best uniforms in the NFL, and the Chargers, and he still got the Titans.
Several teams with young quarterbacks that are very likable in the public eye.
Yeah, no problems, no issues. Great teammates.
Yep, no one ever said he was smart.
No.
But happy
nobody
birthday.
Ever said, but congratulations on getting to the birthday this year.
And congratulations on making 2 enemies.
And then 23 when he doesn't pick the Saints as his team with a Alondra. All right, we will take our first break. More from Pro Dreams when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to pelicanroof.com. That is the website for, well, you guessed it, Pelican Roofing. It is truly the best of the best. And that's not just us saying it. That's the internet saying it, which hates everything, but they love Pelican Roofing, and you will as well. Go get that instant roof quote that we talk about all the time. You know, you go to the website, and it's like, hey, let me type in my address at my home, at my business. It's going to get an outline of my roof and give me a great idea of what that roof is going to cost me. Speaking of cost as well, Flynn's going to tell you about some financing options on the website.
That's right. At Pelican Roof, we know that when you put in a new roof, when you have to redo it, it's a big decision. It's a big decision for you. It's a big decision for your family and financially. So go to the website. You can look at, you can start the process for the financing options. You can get up to 0% financing for up to 21 months on a new roof. Go check them out. Let them help you. PelicanRoof.com.
So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered.
Players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here live on location, Pro Dreams, 3930 Burbank Drive. Getting ready for LSU-Florida coming to town this year. Always a very exciting game. But, of course, when LSU is the number 3 team in the country, it's always going to heighten it just a little bit. And, again, you can't worry about Florida losing to South Florida last week, man. This is a very, very important game, certainly for LSU. You get this one, and then you get an FCS opponent coming into your building, so you get another opportunity to continue to develop, continue to get better. And as we all know, once the SEC play starts and you don't have these non-conference games, what kind of work that is going to be. But this one right here, you got a revenge factor, you got a I hate you factor. You've got a chance for Tiger Stadium to kind of show out a little bit. And Brian Kelly, obviously, this week, he kind of challenged every fan. He challenged them, hey, this is the best place in the country. That's what our resume says, but we need to go show that to everybody because, the first game. Actually, I mean, for being non-conference, campus was packed. At the beginning of the game, Louisiana Tech crowd was great. But he's like, that's good.
That was good.
But that's not what we're talking about when we say opponents' dreams come here to die. Like, let's make it unbearable for the Florida Gators. And so Brian Kelly, the head coach, challenged every LSU fan. Look, I got to work the game, so I'm not going to be like, I accept the challenge. Oh, I got to work. I'm going to be at the game. I'd be at the game anyways.
No keg stands?
No. I don't think Chris Blair wants me doing keg stands.
Wow, you must not love the Tigers.
Are you doing keg stands?
We'll see. If it means win or lose, then yes, I will.
Well, maybe it's win or lose. Bring the keg to the booth.
Brian Kelly challenged me, absolutely. But this is, we talked about, we hit on this yesterday a little bit. We spent an entire offseason because of our opener, the season opener. We spent an entire offseason arguing back and forth, and people all over the country arguing back and forth who is the real Death Valley. Well, we've proven which one is the fake one. So we have to prove ourselves that this is truly the place. So, and we got to let people know why it is Death Valley, why opponents' dreams come here to die. And like Jake said, it was pretty good this past week, and there was a lot of people on campus, but it wasn't really, it was like the warm-up, right? It was the warm-up before this week. So last week it was the first game of the season. Everybody's ready to tailgate. Everybody's ready to party a little bit, get together. For a game day, we weren't really there to make Louisiana Tech's life hell. This week is that week where we come and we show out, we have a good time, but we are there, the fans are there for a reason, and that is to make it hard on the opponent. That is the reason why it's called Death Valley, is because we go out there for a purpose, and we go out there and make it hard for the opposing team, and we get loud because the louder it is, the harder it is. So, we got our warm-up in.
Yeah.
Now it's time to stretch a little bit. Do some calisthenics. Get ready because this is game day for every single person that has a ticket. That's going to scan that ticket, walk in, find your seat, and once you find your seat, lock in. And I want you to be there from the moment they walk out in those stupid uniforms, those ugly colors.
And they probably try to stomp on the eye of the tiger because that's who they are.
That's right. And they're all in a line, and they're right over left, ready stretch, and they clap, and they're stretching out on the line. They have their pregame warm up. That is when we got to start. And then from then on, it's 4 hours of hell.
Yeah.
It's 4 hours of giving it everything you got. When you go to work on Monday, I want you to not have a voice. I don't want you to be able to do, if you're a talker, I don't want you to be able to do your job very well on Monday.
Wait, what about us?
Well, us, I don't know, maybe.
Well,
I might be a little hoarse. So you have to talk. You can't yell.
Yeah, I'd love for you to be hoarse. That means that you did your part.
I am. I'm going to be. My kids, I'll be disappointed in them. They will get grounded if they're not yelling.
Landon inside the Bayou 4 chat said, huge reason I hate Florida is they sued my high school, St. Amant, back in 2012 because our logos apparently were too similar. Why are they worried about a high school in Louisiana, Bush League? Yeah, it is kind of Bush League. I think they did the same thing, Landon, to Captain Shreve in Shreveport. They're also the Gators, and I'm pretty sure that Captain Shreve, so they had the script, like this ugly, gross, cursive, just bubble-lettered script. I'm pretty sure they had the same thing right here, and they made them get rid of it too. So you should probably worry more about winning football games and not which high school is using your ugly logo. But I'm pretty sure they made them do that same thing. Look at that ugly signature.
Here we go. I'm looking it up. I see this little picture right here. And in all fairness, it does look like the Florida Gator.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. I mean, how many schools in Louisiana use the tiger head?
I'll tell you what, the current Gator for Santa Maria does not look anything like the Florida Gator. But the old one, kind of pretty close. Pretty close.
Are you siding with Florida here?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it does look pretty close. I think Florida might have stole it from them. But who cares?
I mean, why is Florida worried about it is our point. Yeah.
Because they're dumb, honestly. It's the only explanation I can have, because they're the worst. They're the worst type of person.
with Florida losing last week, do you think that, like, does that change, like, your thought process?
I wanted them to win.
I know. Are you? Is that a worry for you? I'm not talking about the coaches, but like just 18 to 22-year-olds, and they see them lose to South Florida.
Yep.
Now South Florida's got 2 ranked wins. Nobody else in the country has that.
Mm-hmm. It makes me. Does it make me worried? No, because I know that we have a really good coaching staff is going to do all the right things to get a team ready. The only thing that so we want a big matchup as a fan base. We want a big matchup, like Florida coming in early in the season. It's usually this game is a big game. It's usually not this early, and you would have expected both teams to come in. And, after LSU beat Clemson, you would expect both teams to come in undefeated. But they're not, and the only thing that would worry me a little bit, like if Florida took care of business and DJ Lagway had been looking really good, and they had won a lot to a little against South Florida, there's nothing that a coach needs to say to an LSU team when that happens. Now, you just said it, 18 to 22-year-olds. There's a subconscious in there. Every one of us has it that you can't control. There's an energy about you that comes along. We talked about it last week. It's just impossible to get as intense subconsciously for a Louisiana Tech than it was at Clemson. That's just human nature. Like, you can say all the right things. You can do all the right things. You can do the exact same steps as you did the week before in preparation. Yeah. There's just something innate in you that is it just comes. Like we said, the feel of the air around Tiger Stadium is different this week than it was last week. Now, if a team just has struggled versus on paper a lesser opponent like they are now, I think maybe the subconscious takes over a little bit.
Yeah.
But you can overcome that because it's Florida, because of the recent loss that you took last week. Like, there's still
right.
But there might have to be the coaches kind of have to probably point you in the right direction. They got to say the right things. The coaches talk is as a premium this week. If they would have taken him out, if Florida would have won like they should have in commanding fashion, and it was both two teams at 2-0, it would have been. There's nothing they need to say.
It would have been probably number 3 versus number 11, maybe even number 10. Might have been. Game day might have been here.
Yep. There's no words that Brian Kelly needs to say. Right. But now you got to coach a little bit more. You got to speak. You have to motivate. Yep. Be like, I don't care. You got to say, I don't care about the game. Get South Florida, throw it out the tape. That's not the Florida Gators. They're a talented team. And you have to convince your team that they are.
I still so. I know that's been a long time, since obviously we played Florida. We hate Florida, but you talk to people that played before us, they hate Florida. You talk to people that played after us, they hate Florida. I still think this group of players has the same feeling towards Florida as most of us do.
You think so?
You go back and you watch, what was that, 2023? With Jaden Daniels, when Jaden's Heisman game. Jaden won the Heisman against Florida.
That was his moment?
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, he had an 85-yard run where nobody could catch him. That group hated Florida. So, when we start talking about permanent opponents and we start talking about, who's LSU's rival, and, I understand, what the Alabama game is, and it's a cash cow. I get all of that. And for a long time, it's it was the best of the best, the most NFL people in the field. I get all of that. But, you talk about just on, I hate you, you hate me, let's go fight for 60 minutes and give everything that we have because I can't stand your colors. There's something about your face. That's been Florida for, a large group of LSU players, and I still think inside that building, that's still the same feeling.
Yep. After the game, we'll meet in the middle and I'll shake your hand, but because I have to kind of situation, not because I respect or I want to, but it's just the common courtesy. You meet on the field and I shake your hand. A lot of opponents, you're man, y'all played great, man. What a great game. I feel the Florida game is kind of I'm going to shake your hand because cameras are on. That's about it. Were you ever like that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Are you ever like that after a flag football game?
After a flag football game? No, not really. I mean, maybe the referee or something. I might be like, you need to go like to the corner over there. You need to take a hike. No, flag football game. No,
I'm just kidding.
No, I'll shake their hands. Like, flag football games, you kind of forget about it. Like once you start eating dinner, as you get home, you know.
Or you get in it.
A Florida loss, you don't forget that.
Or you get it's like you took a loss or something, and first thing that is said in the car, what's for dinner?
Yeah.
Like, yep. Next.
Yeah.
Next thing in life.
Yeah. Not Florida.
Not Florida.
No. It's like, can I just go straight to the locker room and not have to say anything to these people?
Yep. After the 07 game, and we win, and I run to the field, and I go, and I see Tebow. And Tebow was emotional, of course. It was an emotional game. And, I knew that he had put everything he had into it.
Yeah.
And, you don't feel bad for that, but, like, you respect that effort. But there was also a pretty deep sense of joy as well to see the Gators hurting.
Yeah.
A big sense of joy. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Every bit of it. Blake Miller inside the Bayou Ford chat. Dropped off the kids yesterday with OTB and picked them up with off campus. My 7-year-old said, bro, does Hester just talk all day?
Yeah, seriously.
Yes.
How can you come up with that many things to say?
Yes, he does. Well, I mean, like I said, on that show, you talk to the Temple head coach. Probably not going to speak to the Temple head coach here on this show. Probably not going to be something we do. I don't,
I think our listeners need to know what the Owls are doing.
Yeah, I mean,
have the confidence that their head coach.
They're getting ready for Oklahoma and nobody else. I promise you that.
This man, Jacob, has not watched a down of Owl football, and he's ready to put them on the pontoon parlay because he liked their coach's personality.
Right?
Sometimes you got to do it.
Sometimes you go off vibes.
Sometimes it's a complete vibe check.
That's what that is. All right, we will step away. We'll get this thing started when we come back.
Yeah.
We'll continue to break down LSU and Florida. How did Florida lose to South Florida? We'll kind of break down that as well. Obviously, the Saints got a game, and for the Saints, like, they are getting more good news as it gets closer to the game time as far as the availability of some of the San Francisco 49ers. Yep. So we've got that for you. LSU's injury report. What's the latest there? We'll have all that for you when we come back here. It is OTB. Stab.
Go.
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 All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com is the website. If you're buying new, if you're leasing, if you're renting, whatever the situation might be, they're always there for you. And every single thing is always going to be available. All right, so no matter what you're doing, like if you want to buy new, if you're just leasing, if you're renting, it doesn't matter. Tundra, Tacoma, Highlander, 4Runner, Sienna, like it's always going to be there for you. So take full advantage of that. Take full advantage of the rental department. Per day rental prices, outstanding per day rental prices. AllStarToyotaBatonRouge.com.
Yeah, if it's that time of life and you are in the market for a new car, whether it's a lease, a brand new car, a used car, whatever it is, go see them right there on the website. You can see everything on there a lot right there at All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this
I spend my time just thinking about you. Every single day, guess I'm really missing you. And all those things we used to do. Hey girl, what's up? It used to be just me and you.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Hey girl, what's up, yo? All right, welcome back in. It is OTB. We are live here at Pro Dreams, 3930 Burbank Drive. What? Internet? Yeah, internet's out.
A little hotspot.
Yeah. Old Moscona
Sorry.
didn't pay the bill on the old hotspot.
Turns out those cellular companies like to be paid for their service.
Yeah, just died on us, so... It's all
Tale
right.
as old as time.
Yep, but it's okay. While we're trying to get internet back, we'll go ahead and get this show started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
Go to GoFlowIV.com, GoFlow IV Spa. Go check out the website. Full menu of what they can do for you, right? Full list of services. Go ahead and be proactive. Go see them today. Go see them tomorrow. Be ready for Saturday. And look, if you enjoy Saturday, maybe, as much as a lot of people, I hope, enjoy Saturday, you can go see them on Sunday morning as well, if you know what I'm saying. So go to GoFlowIV.com.
Yeah, and you got to know, I'm not just some guy when it comes to hydration.
You're not. That's
kind of the king of hydration.
Well, that's self-given. But
yeah, so picture this: like a professional athlete, a collegiate athlete, a high-octane athlete likes to preload their hydration before something starts.
Right.
Before they do something that's about to severely dehydrate themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tiger fans, Brian Kelly called you out.
He did.
He wants you to do something that may or may not severely dehydrate you. So you got to be proactive about it. Go see him at GoFlow. Get hydrated, get vitamized, whatever you need. GoFlow.
All right, we do have a little injury update on Braylon Moore. So this is on LouisianaSports.net. Hunt has a write-up on it, and Brian Kelly talked about, where he's at right now. And the quote is, "I think we have him listed as probable. If not, maybe I'll double check. Maybe he's questionable, but he did practice. This was on Tuesday, and expected him to practice yesterday, which I believe he did as well. So it does feel like he's at least trending in the right direction. Again, like with kind of an ankle situation, it's like, are you going to have the strength? The mobility is not really a concern when you play center, but it's like, do you have the strength? Can you anchor? Can you put weight on it, right? Is it going to be a situation where it's so weak, and if they push you back, you're not going to be able to reset yourself, right?
Yep.
We always talk about that on the offensive line. So, having DJ Chester's great because, again, that was your starting center all year a year ago. The other 4 guys got drafted, right? So it was a talented offensive line, and you do have him available. So, but there's a reason Braylon Moore's a starter.
Yeah, and
there's a reason like he won that job in camp. There's a reason why you went and got him from Virginia Tech.
Yep.
And so, like, while you have a good backup situation, still the backup.
Yep.
And you want the starter available.
And if your starter can practice, you give him the benefit of the doubt. That's why he's your starter. And if he can do everything that he needs to and gets the all clear, but I don't think it takes a genius to have to explain to somebody that's never played football that when you have really big, strong guys you're trying to prevent from doing something, you probably if your ankle hurts, if your leg hurts, if whatever hurts, you need to be at a pretty good health level to be able to do that. Now, they can brace you up. They can stabilize, but I would expect in pass protection, at least early on, if he goes and if he's starting early on in the game, probably not putting him on do a pass protection where you're putting him on an island and blocking 1-on-1. Maybe a lot of 3-man or 4-man slides to kind of give somebody next to him shoulder to shoulder with him, because as he feels it out, you just don't want a guy that's nursing an injury a little bit. You would hate to get him lined up and the guards, fan out, the tackles fan out, and he's sitting there blocking somebody one-on-one as he's testing out his ankle. You'd rather get a little, all right, let's just push the right side. Let's isolate our left tackle on the defensive end, and let's just slide everybody one way or the other and get shoulder to shoulder here and try to clog up some gaps. So, it'll be a little feeling out process. But like you said, man, he's the starting center for a reason. So you give him the benefit of the doubt. If he can go, and he can fight through some pain, and there's a lot of cool things they can do with tape and braces. And I mean, we talked about DJ Lagway playing with a TheraBand as a hamstring.
Create a hamstring with a band. Yeah,
we had that too. I had a pulled hamstring one time, and they put that band on me. I was like, this is pretty great.
Yeah,
like, can you do this when I'm healthy? Does it make me faster?
So you're somebody that had a high ankle. We talked about that yesterday, and you did actually miss a game. Now, if it was a Middle Tennessee State, do you play? I don't know. Maybe not. Obviously, you feel good about that matchup.
Mine was a pretty severe situation.
Right. So what can you do to try to help? Like, you brace it up? Like, do you get a little in there?
Yeah. So Dr. Etheridge talked about it yesterday about high ankles. Like, sometimes it's not even the pain.
Yeah.
With something like that, it's the stability.
Right.
It's like I didn't feel stable on my leg. Like, it was it felt like it would shift when I had it. Now, when it shifted, it hurt like heck.
Yeah.
And so, but you can get a little to get that pain away, but the stability part.
Yeah.
But that, like I said, that brace, and I'm sure. I mean, this is Jake. It's been 18 years.
Yeah.
18 years.
You think they've had some technology
They
advancements?
might have had some technology advancements. At the time, it was like the state-of-the-art brace that Marucci had found.
State-of-the-art brace. They sell it probably at Walmart now.
There's no doubt. They were talking about this, and I remember when they ordered it for me, because they had to they take a mold of my ankle and everything. And they're talking about, I'm like, man, this is going to be amazing. This might look like stainless steel, titanium, spaceship type stuff right here. And it got in, it's just like a clear piece of plastic. It looked like it looked like a milk jug plastic.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's it?
Yep.
That's the thing?
That's it.
Sure is. And I'm sure they got some, there's a few advancements in the brace game.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's only so many things you can do.
But if he's already practicing,
that's a pretty good sign.
If he's practicing early in the week, like if he didn't practice on Tuesday, was kind of a little bit of an individual on Wednesday, and maybe a full goal on Thursday, then you start to worry about it. If he's practicing on Tuesday, Wednesday, like they feel like he's going to give them.
That's pretty wild too, because like a high ankle sprain, like there's a lot of soreness that comes with that.
Yeah.
Because there's trauma to that area. There's a lot of inflammation. Right. And like I remember mine was there was actually a crack in the bone.
Right.
So that I can't remember if it was the fibula tibia or whatever it is, but there was a crack, and that was the definition. It's not considered a broken bone. It's considered a high ankle sprain. Which high ankle, air quote, sprain covers a lot of different things. But the fact that he was practicing 3 days after it was injured is pretty wild to me. I wasn't even like thinking about walking on it 3 days after I hurt mine. But I was probably not tough. Just kidding.
I mean, seven times in that I wanted to say just that, but you said it for me. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here at Pro Dreams.
Off the bench.
Pools.com. That is the website for Russell Pool Company. And when you go to the website, you'll see exactly what we tell you about every single day. Incredible custom pools, right? And you're never going to see two that look the same. Now, look, if you want something simplistic and like that's just kind of what you're looking for, they can do that. I'm not saying they can't, but also like, just check out like all the things they can do. Like when we say one-stop shop, I mean, they are there from the beginning until the end. They're also there afterwards because they can, be a part of your maintenance program as well. They set themselves apart with their design, with their work. Check them out, russellpools.com.
That's right. When you think quality custom pools in Louisiana, it is Russell Pool. There is no other company. So if you want, like Jake said, whatever your dream is, if you want a grotto, get a grotto. If you want a lazy river, whatever it is, I mean, they can do literally everything. And they have 2 landscape architects right there on staff. They can take your dream to reality from start to finish. Go see them, russellpools.com.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking.
Between your thighs, pleasure that made you cry. I feel so good to be
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here live from Pro Dreams, 3930 Burbank Drive in Baton Rouge, right here next to the OG Walk-Ons. I will be here this weekend. Come hang out. We'll be watching College Game Day, this gigantic TV in front of us. You can't see it, but you can see it if you come hang out with me on Saturday. Again, I'll be here, I believe, 10 until 11:30, watching College Game Day, hanging out. So come hang out with us.
What do you think this is, 95-incher?
I don't know. It's big. It's a big fella.
I didn't even know they made TVs this big.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably have one bigger in your house. Can't have money.
No, I got an 85-incher.
Right now, LSU, the line opened up at minus 8.5 for your Tigers. Went down to 7.5. So opened up at 8.5, has gone down to 7.5, and also like minus 7.5 is minus 105. So not even on the spread there. Now, ESPN's matchup predictor gives LSU a 61.6% chance to win the game. And again, like spreads are spreads, but I wonder what made Vegas take it down a full point for LSU's injury updates. Like, if you watched the game last week, Trey'Dez Green was always going to be very difficult to get back into this game.
Yep.
But with the Braylon Moore injury news, like that's actually, it sounds like it's a positive. So a little bit surprised by that.
Yeah, I would, if I was a betting man, which I kind of am sometimes, I would bet that might tick up a little bit, get some late money. Yeah, I guess you could make the argument that neither team, LSU or Florida, looked very good this past week. Florida ran into a little bit more of a matchup problem, more of a little bit
a better team,
a much better team. So, neither team. So, but playing in LSU, playing at home, obviously a huge advantage for us. Yeah, it's surprising to me that the line's moving towards Florida, and especially at minus 105 for 7.5.
And how about like a line like this? So Clemson and Georgia Tech are playing each other. That thing opened up at minus 7.5 for Clemson. I actually think it got up to 9.5.
Are you serious?
It got up to 9.5. It's down to 2.5 right now.
It opened up this week?
It opened up
interesting
at 6.5. It's been 7.5. Got up to 9.5 during the build-up to the game. Like, so we're talking about a couple weeks ago. But now,
all right, Georgia Tech, let's go.
2.5 only for Clemson. It should have been that to begin with. Like, if you got it at 9.5, good for you.
Good for you.
Good for you. I can't confirm or deny if I got it at that number.
Did you?
I can't confirm nor deny.
Why?
Just can't do it.
You did. You son of a gun. I wish I did. I would probably.
When you get a line like that, it makes you want to go grab a couple of ice cold Dos Equis. You're like, man, I need to celebrate this. I need to celebrate the victories. I need to have a good time. I need to pull the ice chest over here, have a couple ice cold Dos Equis. And speaking of doing that, I mean, this weekend, tailgating, the tailgate, right? Going to be fired up, turned up to an 11. Whenever you're putting everything in the car, just make sure you throw in some ice cold Dos Equis. Just a little pro tip there.
Yep. A little bit of lime.
When we come back, we need to talk about some of the New Orleans Saints and the injuries for the San Francisco 49ers. They might have an opportunity to get a dub, and we'll talk about it when we come back here on OTB.
Off the Bench.
If not now, then when? Exactly, for the Saints with the injuries the 49ers have. Go to campusfederal.org. Once you go to that website for Campus Federal, one of the cool things is they got different checking accounts, right? They got different accounts for different stages of life, like depending on where you're at right now. So when you go to the website, it's right there on the homepage. Open an account. When you click on that, just go through the different accounts that they have, right? And go through what fits best for you, what fits your needs and what you're looking for. Been serving, the state of Louisiana for such a long time. I mean, Shreveport, Baton Rouge, the entire state, we are talking to you. So go to the website today. Go check out what they can do for you at campusfederal.org.
Yeah, so don't settle for one of those big national banks when you can join a credit union that invests back into Louisiana, invest back into Baton Rouge, and cares about your financial future. So stop by any Campus Federal branch today or visit them at campusfederal.org.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
River Parish Contractors has immediate openings for structural steel shop fabricators. Call or text Big Jake today at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com and click on employment. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Thursday, September 11th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 92. In hour two of today's show, we'll talk about the injury report for the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers as the Black and Gold look to get a win this weekend. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number two of Off the Bench, live from Pro Dreams, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from downtown Baton Rouge, starts now.
All right, welcome back in. It is hour number 2 of OTB. We are here live at Pro Dreams, 3930 Burbank Drive. If you're watching us on YouTube, you see all the incredible sports memorabilia behind us. I mean, they got a little bit of everything here. I mean, they got movie memorabilia. They've got a ton of bats on the wall, very cool bats, autographed by different people. But you see the jerseys, you see the pictures behind us. Great spot just to come hang out, look at all the different stuff they have, certainly on game day. And again, I'll be here from 10 a.m. till 11:30 on Saturday, so come hang out.
They can get like any type of sports memorabilia. They got connections all over the country. They do all sorts of cool stuff. Here at Pro Dreams, they are a full-service provider, like an auction for fundraisers. So if you have an event, if you're raising money for a good cause, whatever it is, it's like a no-risk opportunity to get them. They will come set up at no cost to you. They'll even give a portion of the proceeds back to whatever you are raising money for. So come see them. It's a great time to come see them and just see their new shop here, too, this weekend when you're out on campus moving about, drinking those Dos Equis.
All right, we've been talking about, some movement there and some of the games that we've been paying attention to. And we know that, football has started, and every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook. Hey, new customers, this one is for you. Bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, right now, grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Your season starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Baton Rouge, that is promo code Baton Rouge, to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV in partnership with DraftKings. The crown, it's yours.
Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus, physically present in Louisiana select parishes only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Licensee partner Golden Nugget. Lake Charles bonus bets expire 7 days after issued. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only. And auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
All right, the New Orleans Saints take on the San Francisco 49ers coming up this week, and the Saints will be facing off against a backup quarterback. Brock Purdy's going to miss, timetable, like 2 to 5 weeks. I'm like, that's kind of a big window there, but that's what
Doc, we pay you a lot of money, Doc. Can you just give us like maybe a 2-week window?
So if the Saints do face off against a backup quarterback, it's going to be McCorkle.
Oh, boy.
Mac Jones is going to be the quarterback there for the 49ers. Look, if you're the Saints, I'm not saying you're sitting over here hoping for injuries, but if you could pick 2 guys for San Francisco to be out, Brock Purdy, George Kittle, probably the 2 that you would hope would miss the competition. So it's a great opportunity. And again,
I don't think the Saints are in a position to be like, we want your best shot. We really want your starters in. Now, if you can get the starting quarterback to miss one and your absolute best tight end in the league, game-changing guy that has single-handedly won games before, you take that. Yeah. You take that. We don't need their best shot.
Yeah.
We'll just take their mediocre shot.
Yeah, so this was about 15 minutes ago. Brock Purdy will miss 2 to 5 weeks with a form of turf toe. So, I believe yesterday the messaging was it was going to be a long shot that Brock Purdy could play, and it felt like he wasn't going to play. But, 2 to 5 weeks with turf toe, a form of turf toe is what we're seeing there. So you're preparing for Mac Jones, and again, if you were the Saints, for 2 people to be out for the 49ers, I mean, those are 2 people, obviously, major players, and Kittle's a mismatch no matter who you are. So we'll see if Juwan Jennings can get back on the field. He's questionable for this game. Obviously a very talented receiver, but it's the quarterback. Man, it's the quarterback position that we're going to talk about here. The line went from 7.5 to 3.5 with this news today.
Let's go.
So
we got action.
And look, it's a great opportunity for the Saints.
You got to get some wins. You got
yeah. And
when an opportunity presents itself,
this is at home.
You have to take advantage.
Their
of it.
quarterback's hurt. I think. I know you could say Christian McCaffrey. I still think George Kittle's their best player. And he's just an animal.
I would agree with you.
So they're down quarterback and their best player. You have them at home. You're searching for a victory any way you can this year. This is a great opportunity for you.
Not only is Kittle, I think, their best player, but the guy that brings a lot of juice and energy and just that crazy meathead.
Piss and vinegar.
Piss and vinegar. What'd you call it one time? Crazy white boy energy. He just brings that to the table. So if you're missing that, it's missing a big piece of you, not only physically but emotionally out there as well. So if the Saints, like in any good teams, and we're not claiming that right now for the Saints, but it's the NFL. When an opportunity presents itself, you have to take advantage. So when your starting quarterback and your best player is not playing and you're playing at the Dome, it kind of becomes a must-win situation. You gotta pick this one off. So we'll see what happens. And you got Mac Jones coming in, of course, I guess what would be considered a first-round bust right now, even though we talked about at the break that he had a pretty decent rookie campaign. And I was looking at his numbers. So I looked up his numbers, expecting them to be atrocious.
Yeah.
I expected them to be 50 touchdowns and 80 interceptions or something. But they're actually not terrible. Career completion percentage is over 4 seasons is 65.9%, so almost 66% completion. 10,590 total yards, 54 touchdowns to 44 interceptions. I really expected that to be a little bit closer to even. So in a ESPN rating of 80, quarterback rating of 84.9, which is not terrible statistics. It's not elite or really good or anything, but I expected it because of, he's a first-round pick in 2021, and this is his third team. Yeah, that's pretty wild to not have such bats. But clearly they trusted him enough to be a backup to a backup to a highly paid quarterback is an important position. So we'll see what kind of juice he's got left. If there's motivation. If there's motivation to be had out there for a guy, it's being a first-round pick, people saying you're a bust, and getting an opportunity to go play in a dome, which is a quarterback's dream, playing in a dome. This is an opportunity that you're going to get a kid's best shot who was clearly more talented enough to be a first-rounder. So, again, looking at, I was expecting to come on here and be able to talk all segment about how bad he's been. But really, it hasn't been that. I'm sure there's been some games where it's just been hideous. Oh, and that baby, that used diaper face that he had after he got hurt.
When he sprained his ankle.
Was it a torn Achilles?
No.
No, he just sprained his ankle.
He sprained his ankle.
There was a clip recently I saw on Twitter or X or whatever that came across, and he's like, "Here's the difference," and it showed Aaron Rodgers' face when he tore his ACL. He limped off the field and he was just stone cold. Yeah. And then here's Mac Jones' face after he sprained his ankle. And he was crying.
Yeah, two people carrying him off the field.
2 people carrying him off the field. He was crying and screaming in the tunnel.
I did see that. Come on, McCorkle.
What are we doing?
Come on.
You might not be tough, but you do have more touchdowns than interceptions in your career, so I'll give you a little bit of credit for that.
Yeah. Adam Fields, I hear you. He's like, do we really want the Saints winning a lot of games?
Yeah, why not?
I understand, you want a great draft choice. But, Adam, I'll tell you this, and I'll ask you this question. What have the Saints done in the draft that makes you feel like they'd make the right decision?
That's a great question.
What have they done that may? Oh yeah, for sure, they'd crush the top pick.
Who are we tanking for right now?
I don't have that belief that they would do that.
Yeah.
Now, Banks, this number 9 overall pick, it looks pretty good. Mm-hmm. It looks solid for sure. But do we really need to revisit the draft history? Yep. You just had to cut a second-round pick that couldn't find a tackle with a search warrant in his time in New Orleans, and Isaiah Foskey, and we could go down the long list, and Trevor Penning and Cesar Ruiz, we could go down the list if you want to, but you know it. You already know it. So, I hear you. Yep. I hear what you're saying about, let's get a good draft choice, let's get a quarterback, but do you really right now trust them to make the right pick?
And here's my opinion and thought on this is the Saints are not threatening to fall outside of the top 10 in the draft. This just the roster's not there. The depth is not there. They're not going to go on this run where they're like, okay, we're we won enough games where we're picking 15th.
Yeah.
They're going to have a top 10 pick. So it's like the difference between 3 and 10. I mean, it's fairly significant. But what I would rather do with a first-year head coach and 2 young quarterbacks is show some life, show some progress, and show other vets across the league who might become free agents that we're a destination place that is an up-and-coming. Like, look at what we did this year with our first-year head coach. It's kind of a sexy place to look at the offense we did. We had success. Guess what would happen if we had you in a Saints helmet? Like, that's the pitch to free agents. So I would rather that than tank and get a shot at hopefully a number 1 overall, because just because you're number 1 or 2 overall doesn't mean you're going to be good. You got a better shot at it. There's more. But and we do think
there's certain teams that if they were drafting number 1 overall, like, look how they've drafted, look how the Eagles have drafted, and look how Green Bay's drafted or whoever.
Yeah. But if you have a free agent, if you have some free agents in the NFL that in mid-March of 2026 are completely free agents and trying to decide where to go, where do I fit, are you really going to look at a place that went 2-15? And has to take a young quarterback and start over? Like, I mean, we get it. It is a rebuild year.
Yeah.
But I would rather show some positivity. We won these games. We won the games. And this is the depth we had. Just think if we had you.
Right.
What we could do.
Instead of, with the 4th overall pick, the New Orleans Saints select edge rusher from Houston Christian.
Exactly.
Enter name. Or maybe it's Houston Baptist now. They changed names. I don't remember if they changed to Christian or to Baptist. But either way, you get the point.
Oh, you know Mickey's going to do that, too.
But his relative athletic score was through the roof, So was Peyton Turner's and Marcus Davenport's.
So maybe we just, celebrate the wins and, just celebrate our victories.
Just be competitive.
Just be competitive. And
just be competitive. Like, the Pelicans aren't competitive, and it sucks.
For the love of God, Saints fans, don't be mad if we win a football
I know. Like, come on, man. The Pelicans, it's like you poke them with a stick. Like, do something.
Yeah, come on.
Give me something. Like,
beat Mac Jones and no George Kittle.
Yes, you're facing McCorkle Jones with no George Kittle and a Christian McCaffrey that is probably going to have bandages on because my man's put together right now with duct tape and super glue. I mean, that's kind of where he's at right now. I wish he was healthy. I love watching C-Mac, but he's not. All right? Juwan Jennings is same situation. He's not healthy. Go be competitive. Go win a game. Just go do it. Just go do it. You're at home.
Yep.
You're facing a backup quarterback without their best player. Go win a game.
So we're in agreement. This is a must-win.
It is.
If they don't find a way to win this one, I think we can safely say we're eliminated from playoff contention.
I'm with you.
Mathematically.
Yeah. And look, there's if you don't like Spencer Rattler, if he's your issue, I do think there's going to be 4 quarterbacks in this draft that are good day 1 starter quarterbacks. So you can go get one in the draft. Even if you win 6 games, you'll be fine. Just go win. Just go be competitive. That's why you spot the ball. It's to go play and win. Not to hope you draft somebody that you hope ends up being good.
If there was a Cam Ward in this draft, I would maybe say tank. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I mean, look, Cam's great. I love watching Cam Ward play
what if you're like, well, Cam's going to be available in this draft?
But, that's a great example, though. But, he was the clear number 1 in that draft. Like, if you go back to –
it was either him or Shador.
Yeah, okay. If you go back to the – Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr., J.J. McCarthy. Drake May, right? I mean, that's a different draft than what you had, last year where it's like, okay, well, Cam's the guy. Let's try to figure out if there's anybody else that can, be a first-round pick at the quarterback position. So it's a different conversation.
Completely different conversation.
I don't think that this draft is what we saw in 24, but it's certainly more than we saw last year.
So I guess we're safe to say we're taking the Saints plus 3.5.
All day, every day.
All day, every day.
How about
Let's
that?
go, Saints.
And I actually feel pretty good about it.
I feel real good about it.
I don't even feel like I'm having to lie to you right now.
I think based on this show, because we have listeners all over the world, tens and tens of listeners. I I think there is, tens of listeners all over the world. I think the line's going to move. Saints will probably be minus 3.5 by 10:05.
I bet you it probably goes down.
You don't think this show's affecting?
Maybe.
The line?
Maybe.
I think there's a shot.
I bet by kickoff it goes down to 2.5, though.
I bet you're right.
Yeah.
If you can get it 3.5, get it.
Go ahead and get it right
all
now.
Day.
And if you got it at, what was it? What did I say it opened up?
Yep.
Like 8.5?
Yeah,
something like that?
yeah. I think you said that.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds right.
If you got it at that, congratulations. All right, we will step away, but yeah, big opportunity for your New Orleans Saints to go win a game when they're without their quarterback, without their best offensive player. We'll be back. More OTB live here from Pro Dreams in Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
Go to trashrangers.com. Once you go to the website, you can sign up for residential or commercial service. Also, they've got 3 different sizes of roll-off dumpsters for you to choose from. So I always encourage you, get in contact with them and let them know kind of what your project is, because they've been doing this so long. They're going to be like, okay, well, this is the size that you need. We'll make sure that you have it, and they're going to deliver it, right? Easy for you. But let's say that you don't get it right and you got more than you thought you would. They'll come and they're going to get your dumpster, empty it, and then they're going to bring it back to you. That's the kind of customer service you get with Trash Rangers.
That's right. Trash Rangers, the most they're reliable waste and sanitation service in South Louisiana. So whatever your need is, whether it's at home, your residential service, whether it's commercial service, whether you have a little office building, you have a big factory, whatever you need, they can fit. They can customize your trash removal. They are the pros that can handle that trash. So roll-off dumpster, regular dumpster, and regular trash bin, whatever it is, give them a call. Those big red dumpsters, trashrangers.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking.
Everybody get up.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here on ESPN Baton Rouge at Pro Dreams. Pro-dreams.com is the website if you want to check out all the incredible stuff they have. You can see some of it behind us if you're watching us on YouTube as well. Don't pay attention to this ugly Florida helmet.
It. Spit on it.
I'm about to just take my thumb and rip this Tim Tebow autograph right off of it.
God, well, he didn't even have a good autograph.
I mean, what is that? That does not say Tim Tebow.
That is like not even gritty.
No. I mean, I see the 15 there, but what are those lines above his name? What are those?
I don't know. It's just dumb. It's an ugly helmet, too.
Hey, how about we get the same logo on each side of your helmet, Florida? Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Terrible.
What is that? Is that white helmet with like black specks in it?
Yeah.
It's like vanilla bean.
It does look like vanilla. Look, if you're into Florida helmet signed by Tim Tebow, which
who would be?
Who would be? But if you are, pro-dreams.com, you can get it.
You can come and buy this helmet, take it to your tailgate, and smash it.
It's very true. You could.
Well, I mean, what kind of, if you want to go viral, if you're one of those want-to-be influencers, come here and get it. And we're live on air or on your socials.
Yeah.
Burn it.
You know what I think about Florida's helmet?
Perfect.
You know what I think about LSU's helmet? You know what Florida should be thinking about coming into Death Valley this Saturday?
What?
Scary.
Terrified.
Scary
Because I think that LSU fan heard Brian Kelly's plea, his demand, his command of what he wants.
I hope they did.
I hope they did. We probably need to play it. I don't know if we can be on remote, but we probably need to play it just so you can hear from the coach. Light up Death Valley this weekend.
Yeah, I think we played it on Monday, but yeah, it's a good reminder. So, Tay, whenever you have that ready, just kind of shoot me a text. And I know we got a little bit of a delay, but we'll get that played again. And there's nothing better than when a big game is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, because it's Thursday and you start to feel the buzz. You start to feel it in the air. You start to feel it in your fingertips, and your spidey senses start going off a little bit. You're like, oh, something's a little bit different here in the town this week. You start to see the RVs getting ready on Thursday instead of Friday night. The businesses are jumping a little bit. You start to see more movement across town here and there. It's a different feel whenever you have a big game in town. And so, like, when your head coach challenges you as a fan base, because when these lists come out and when EA Sports has a video game and it's like, what's the number one place to play? Well, it's Death Valley. It's Death Valley at night. It's Death Valley against the Florida Gators. All of that is here. All of that is an opportunity this week.
Mm-hmm.
So
the players have an opportunity, but the fans have an opportunity to provide and make. Everybody has that responsibility, that ability themselves to go and make it an unforgettable night in Death Valley.
You only get so many of these every year.
Yep.
And think about it. When we're sitting there, now we're lucky we have LSU baseball to be excited about, talk about, celebrate. But still, like, when you're sitting there and it's the springtime and you're jonesing for some football, remember, you only get so many of these per year. Like that big-ass stadium behind me, It's beautiful. We love it. It's incredible. It's the best in the country. It only gets used like 8 times a year. And this year, even less, because you went to Clemson. That normally would have been a home game for you. And I know you've had some neutral site games over the last couple of years, but normally that's a home game for you. So you lost one of those opportunities. You only get so many, so why not celebrate the hell out of the ones that you get, certainly when you play against a team that you hate.
And you even get even less at night. Like, this is
true.
Like the stars.
You don't get to dictate that anymore.
Yeah, the stars are aligned, guys. The stars are aligned. So, like, this, you never know a night game in LSU when the opportunity, which game it's going to be, where you can look back in like 15, 20 years and be like, I remember where I was sitting for that one. I remember the atmosphere, the loudness. Like, people still come to us and talk about games that we were at LSU for, and we're lucky enough to play in. And they talk about where they were sitting, like what they remember. Like, this always has an opportunity. Like, this game has an opportunity to do that. You just never know when that's going to happen. So go out, shout out. Don't forget to wear gold.
Oh, yeah, it's the gold game. It's a gold game. Different. There's a gold baseball jersey. Is that play?
Is it gold?
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's championship gold, you know? So, like,
what does that mean?
You win. No one else. You win championships. They're championship gold.
Oh yeah,
like gold baseball jerseys.
Yeah, no. Stitchhead. I got it.
It's kind of like
so we're gold.
Kind of like victory red for Tiger Woods.
Yep. And if like you don't have a gold LSU shirt, just find a generic yellow shirt.
If you say yellow one more time this week, I'm gonna punch you in your chest.
No, I say gold LSU shirt. So that color is gold when it's specific to LSU.
If you say yellow again, we're gonna fight.
I didn't say yellow. I said yellow.
Well, yellow wood is a big Auburn booster. So okay, which Tigers are you rooting for here, Flynn?
That's a reach. The wood company?
Yeah, it is.
That was the reach.
That's a big
now
Auburn
I'm an Auburn
booster.
fan.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Oh my!
Might as well say War Eagle here. Wow.
Wow.
All right, here is your head coach Brian Kelly talking about what he wants to see this Saturday in Death Valley.
We need to be Death Valley. We need to live up to our resume as the most difficult place to play in the country because it's SEC time. So you had your warm-up tailgates. You got your recipes down. You got how much you need for drinking. Now, let's go get it. Let's make Tiger Stadium what it has been built on, and that is an incredibly difficult place to play. And so that's my first shout out to our fan base. We need you this weekend.
All right. The challenge has been set.
The gauntlet has been thrown. I like how he so politely told us the recipes. You know what you need for drinking. He basically said, have some pops.
Yeah.
Get lively. When you're driving your car to Death Valley, put on little Phil Collins In the Air Tonight, because I want Florida to be feeling what's in the air when they step in there.
I would say Audio Slave, Shadow of the Sun. I'd say that. Either way, though, both very good. Great songs.
I can't wait. I can't wait to feel it. Can't wait to feel it.
Wait, I mean, we're sitting here talking all this noise. You're going to be there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Okay.
It's the Florida game.
Yeah.
I'll be there every year.
All right, just make sure.
As long as it's home. No, I can't say it for every game.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to go to Gainesville. That's true.
But Brian Kelly just called me out as well, alongside everybody else.
Without question.
Without question.
Everyone listening to this show, you got called out.
Mm-hmm. My kids, if they're not yelling loud enough, they're gonna lose some gold stars at home.
Some gold stars.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna take Huck's car collection away?
Maybe.
All right, we will step away here, and when we come back, let's continue breaking down all the games. Trey's going to join us, obviously, from Pro Dreams, kind of tell us what they've got going on this weekend. He's going to explain this ugly Florida helmet in front of me as well, so if you want to buy it just to destroy it, you can do that. All of that coming back your way here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org. Centralplumbing.org, that is the website. 225-925-8552, man. They have been here so long in the local community. They are going to be here for you. I mean, they are a staple of this community. And we tell you all the time, it's not just in Central, it's in the greater Baton Rouge area. We are talking to you, right? And it's just a great family-owned business. And when you deal with them, like, you feel that, like, you understand that, right? And so it is truly like the place to go to, right? It's the one that you've used, your dad's used, your grandfather, your grandparents, like they've all used them because they've been here that long. 225-925-8552.
Yeah, when people are working on your house or your business, like, experience does matter. And the Payne family has been doing it a really, really long time here in Baton Rouge. They are the experts. They are the pros. And I can tell you from experience, they've done work at our house. They've done where they've fully furnished and equipped our factory down there in North Baton Rouge. So, like, everything that they do is professional, top of the line. Go see them. Give them a call. centralplumbing.org.
At Atmos Energy, our Smart Choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here. We eat out here. We watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team color, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier.
Baby, do a leap and make them dance when they come on. Everybody looking for a dance floor to run on. If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB, and we are, again, live on location here at Pro Dreams, pro-dreams.com. Trey Ledbetter joins us now. Obviously, the owner here at Pro Dreams, and he is ready to go. I think my Back to the Future Part 2 mug with a hoverboard maybe influence Trey's wardrobe choices here today.
Very inspirational, Jacob.
Well,
Thank you.
Well, Jacob, I just wanted to show that here at Pro Dreams, we don't just sell your helmets. We don't just sell Tim Tebow stuff. We kind of have a little bit of it all.
Yeah.
So this is a signed guitar by Michael J. Fox from the movie.
Yep.
And he sang what song while playing it?
Johnny Be Good.
Good. Little question there.
Yeah.
Like it. And then I have the glasses signed by Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah. Little mix of all three movies.
Yeah. y'all got a lot of movie stuff here. Like I know in the old shop you had some, but like now that you've got all this space, like sure, it's incredible sports memorabilia, LSU, Saints, and like any team, like you gotta have your Bengal stuff because of Burrow. But, I mean, y'all got some movie stuff here. I mean, you got kind of your own little room dedicated to it.
For sure. We've got a 16 by 20 signed by the entire cast of Sandlot, which is one of my personal favorites. We've got the original Ari Lehman, who is the first, what's his name? Ari Lehman, the guy from Face Off. I mean, from
is that who
The Boy in the Lake.
Jason. Yes, that's what I thought. Okay. Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, there we go. So a little bit of everything.
Trey, when y'all set up if you go to a fundraiser, some sort of event where they're raising money, like do you kind of ask them, like, hey, what is your kind of the clientele that you're going to have? Do you find that sports is the main thing that people like? Do they like some of the pop cultures at a 50-50 split, or it kind of depends on the spot?
It depends on the spot and the vibe of the event, right?
Mm-hmm.
We want to make sure we have a little bit of it all. So we have art too. Becky Foss is our #1 artist that we use. She has some beautiful stuff, but it really just depends on the event. And I always tell people that we don't just sell memorabilia. We sell like a moment, or we sell a memory. We sell a dream, pro dreams.
Yeah.
Jeez. There you go. We sell a dream.
You got there.
That's right.
But everybody remembers that one moment in sports where, like, I was at that game when Jacob went for it. I was at that game when he threw that touchdown, or whatever the case is. But everybody remembers that one moment in sports where, like, I can go back to where nothing else in the world matters, and especially, like, what happened this past week in current events, that I think sports is always going to be that go-to of, like, I can disassociate with what's going on in the world and be right back in sports.
Yeah, I mean, we actually, like the 20-year anniversary of our game against Arizona State just happened the other day. And it was like, it was such a devastating time in Louisiana going through Hurricane Katrina. And it's like, you know, initially you're like, God, does anybody care about like a football game? Like, does anybody like, we got so much devastation back home. But I can't tell you the amount of people like that year and still to this day will come up to all of us and be like, hey, that 3-hour escape that we had, like we had a lot of things going on, and we barely could find a place to watch the game. But for 3 hours, we were able to escape a little bit and just go watch y'all play Arizona State. And it's like sometimes you forget about that.
Right, sure.
It's what sports can do for you.
Yeah, and you kind of offer that little time capsule memory that can take you back to those moments too. And with the memorabilia, like you said, there's a helmet or a picture or a ticket stub or whatever it is, just to like take you back a little bit and bring a little joy back to you.
It's where we can all find a common ground of like, that's my team and that's my moment.
Mm-hmm. Even this ugly ass Florida helmet you've got in front of us.
Well,
Tim Tebow's signed Florida helmet.
But we have one
Tim's
of your
so nice.
helmets signed with some unique inscriptions.
Yeah, what is STTD?
B?
B.
Yeah, you
what
can
does that
figure it
mean?
out.
Not sure.
I don't know. I don't know. It says Gator Hater as well, though,
I'd
right
like
next
for them.
to it.
I like the Gator Hater.
Hey, just play it.
Yeah.
Play it this weekend.
Just play it. and play it and let's see what it stands for.
Yeah.
That's
there
right.
you go. It's like a little puzzle.
Yeah, my son came in the other day and it's like, hey, Dad, LSU's got some pretty – they got some chants, Dad, that are kind of dirty. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Never heard of that before.
Yeah, never heard. And he was like, yeah, the one, you know the one that they say you suck? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, you're right, bud.
That's the one.
I'll write a letter.
So on game days, y'all are set up throughout like surrounding areas of Tiger Stadium, right? How many locations do y'all have on game day?
We have 6 locations. One that's our biggest location is about Mike the Tiger.
Right.
So come out and check us out. We have some inside, outside the corridors. We have like Gate 23 is another big location. But here in our brand new retail store, it's open for business. And this Saturday, we have a very, very special, unique guest coming in to sign some autographs. From 10 to 11:30, Mr. Jacob Hester will be here. Signing autographs. Do we have like an applause button on the?
Wait, Trey, I thought you wanted.
Ching, ching, ching.
Trey, I thought you wanted people to come.
Yes,
to the store.
Yes. Jeez, tough crowd around here. No, but Jacob will be signing autographs for everybody. Y'all come in, take some pictures, as he says, drink some coffee and watch some game day.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna be posted up. I might be in the same exact seat watching game day, answering any questions about the Florida game, how much we hate Florida, any other game across the country this week, because we all love waking up and watching college game day. Why not go ahead and do it in a place like this? And yeah, look, if you feel led, go ahead and just pick up some LSU merch or LSU memorabilia, like this great, or if you want to buy this so you can burn it at your tailgate, you can do that as well.
Make a
or
statement.
buy it and put it on and do like a little head button situation.
Oh, yeah. Well, Big Cat drill.
Yeah.
All right, Flynn, I'll put on the LSU helmet. You put on the Florida helmet.
No.
No bull nose on that helmet.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah, you had the old bullhorn on the Burrow helmet there. So,
but not only do we just do memorabilia here, this is also a great event space for tailgating. You can rent this space out, but y'all come check us out at 3930 Burbank Drive.
Yeah, so I would encourage all of our listeners, y'all come hang out with us. Again, you're going to be on campus anyways. It's a big game day, so you don't get to campus at like 4 p.m. Like, you're going to be here all day, so come hang out with us as well. Again, the website, pro-dreams.com. You can check out all the great stuff they have, but I would encourage you, come boots on the ground because, I mean, like I said, it's LSU, it's Saints, it's movie memorabilia. You've got your Burrow Bengals, you've
Muhammad
got Pete
Ali,
Rose,
Ken Griffey Jr.
You got a little bit of everybody.
A little bit of everybody.
Yeah, it's not just LSU. Of course, they have all the LSU, but it's not just LSU. So, Trey, we appreciate it as always, sir.
Thank you, buddy.
Absolutely.
I'm going to play y'all a tune as we go.
Yeah, please do.
Go ahead. Go ahead. All right, more OTB when we come back here live from Pro Dreams.
Off the bench.
Go to GCOPnet.com, Gulf Coast Office Products, and I promise you, we have that interactive whiteboard, and we are going to soon have a film session for you. I promise you, we are trying to get that installed right now. And when we do, man, I can't wait to kind of show y'all some ins and outs of that tape. But look, it's thanks to Gulf Coast, and they have products like that. That is one of the things that they offer, and they are the leader. And look, you got some companies, like, you have to have your documents. You have to have them at your fingertips, at your disposal. Like, you have to always be able to have those for you. And so when something happens, you're not talking to a robot. You're not talking to somebody that's going to put you on hold. You're talking to the person that can help you. That's what kind of service you're going to get. GCOPnet.com.
Yeah, Gulf Coast Office Products, they are your workplace efficiency lifeline. So they are the Louisiana's leading copier and printer source, whether it's a law firm, whether it's a hospital, bank, university, or whether your office is a Cajun basement and you are right over your garage and working day to day. Whatever it is, they can help you. They can fit your need. Keep your office working optimally and efficiently. Right there, GCOPnet.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Atmos Energy, our Smart Choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment. Dave's back on. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for
locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB live on location here at Pro Dreams in Baton Rouge. I want to remind you about our friends over at Boudreaux's Electrical. It is not too late. I know that we've already had activity in the Gulf, but it is not too late for that whole home generator that we tell you about all the time. If you're on the North Shore, if you're in Baton Rouge, go ahead, go to boudreauxelectrical.com, get the contact information, have them come out, they'll slab it, install it, you'll be ready to go. The ultimate peace of mind thanks to Boudreaux's and boudreauxelectrical.com. All right, I am feeling pretty bullish now about this Saints game. I've talked myself into it. No Brock Purdy, no George Kittle. Saints done.
They're in, yeah. Oh, they're going to win this one.
Gonna win.
I told you last week they were going to win.
You said it last week too, though.
But I think what the feeling I was getting, I think it was a week premature. So it's this week. First show, 100% what it's going to be. I like it.
You had an opportunity last week.
It's going to be a good weekend for LSU, or for Louisiana football fans.
It'd be some good vibes if LSU is able to take down one of their rivals, and then the Saints get a victory. Just
let me ask you this:
positive.
What do you expect from the Florida Gators coming into town? Like, I know they had the loss this past week, South Florida. A team that they're not supposed to ever lose to, a team that they're certainly more talented to. Now, I know a team that is talented. They were coming off of a good win versus a ranked Boise State team. But still, I don't care how good you are, you're still not supposed to beat Florida if you're South Florida. So what do you think the messaging was? I mean, they know. I mean, all these kids have access to social media. They know the messaging that's out there about Billy Napier.
For sure.
And they know what happened last year. They know that the team saved his job last year. And now they hear the rumblings. They hear people calling for him to be fired now. They get it. They see that. You can't shelter them from that. So as a head coach, you kind of have to address it, right? You have to address the elephant in the room. You have to tell them, this is why we lost. Like, y'all did not play well enough. The effort wasn't there. But then you also got to say, we need to talk about this.
So if I am a Florida fan, like, at least I can kind of say, you know what? We went through this last year. Now, you don't love where you're at as a program because Florida wants to play for championships, right? I mean, that's what they've done. I mean, 06 and 2008, like you win multiple national championships. I know that wasn't just yesterday or anything, but it's Florida. Come on, we know what the deal is. But at least you can say, you know what? Last year wasn't going great. You lost to Georgia and Jacksonville. You got absolutely housed by Texas. Now, you rested some of your players that, maybe they could have gone, but you said, hey, we're going to make sure we're ready for LSU at home. Mm-hmm. So you lose to Georgia, you lose on the road to Texas, and you come back and you beat LSU. You keep them out of Atlanta. You keep Ole Miss out of Atlanta. You beat them. You go beat a rival in Florida State. They weren't good last year, but you still beat them. And then you win a bowl game against Tulane. So you won 4 games in a row after losing 2 in a row, and everybody thought, oh, if you lose to LSU, Billy's just going to go pack his office and he's done. And I truly believe that. Like, if he lost that game, he probably was done. They win that game. They win multiple games. They win 4 games in a row. And, look, you open the season with Long Island. I'm not going to take anything in that. But you win 5 games in a row. It's like everything's going in the right direction. DJ Lagway's back healthy. Mm-hmm. He's going. We got LSU on the road early in the season. We're feeling good about it, where we're at right now. And then you lose to South Florida. Yep. Now, you had that as a win in the offseason every time. You're playing the schedule game, you're like, South Florida win. Dub. Yep. 2-0 heading to LSU. Going to be a top 10 matchup maybe. And now it's not. And now the same conversations are happening again. It's like, okay, you did it once, and that was highly impressive to be able to change your season, change your fortune that late into the season. I gave Billy a lot of credit for that. But how many times can you do that? Mm-hmm. Did you empty the tank, right? All the equity that you built up and had to use there in that moment. Like, do you have any more left over? So, like, that would be the question. Like, what's the vibe going to be? Is the team still together? Right? Because, like, DJ Lagway was hurt this offseason as well. So that's a young quarterback who's played, but he's still a young quarterback. He didn't have that full offseason as because remember, Graham Mertz was the starter last offseason. So DJ didn't have that. I'm in the thick of it. I'm in the fourth quarter program. I'm in the summer workouts. I'm in the spring football. I'm your guy. I'm your leader. This is the voice. Like, he didn't have that. And those things are very important in the offseason. So it's like, what are you leaning on? Who are you leaning on? Who are you counting on to make sure that you're ready to go in this moment?
Yeah, it's certainly a good point. I know that
Thank you.
I know, yeah, whatever. I know that I guess the argument can be made like, oh, well, Billy, if there's a coach that's already been in this situation, he's proven that he can bring the team back in a season after he's already kind of on the hot seat. But, like, at a certain point, it's like, quit getting on the hot seat.
No, I feel you.
Don't lose to South Florida. And I get it. DJ Lagway is dealing with has dealt with some offseason injuries, and he is, I believe the messaging coming off is like he's getting better. He's a little rusty. He's knocking the rust off. That don't matter in the win-loss column. It doesn't matter. Like, you're still playing South Florida. You can't make that an excuse of why you lost to South Florida in the Swamp.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for that. If your starter is not ready or healthy enough or there enough to win a game against South Florida, he doesn't need to be playing.
Yeah.
I remember Jimbo Fisher told me, like, you can't play hurt because our backup's better than you hurt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you at 50% is not as good as a backup at 100%.
Right.
So, but I'm not saying that he's hurt, but that's the messaging that I'm hearing. It's like, yeah, he's still knocking the rust off. He's doing this. He's doing that. Well, there's no really excuses in the win-loss column. It's not going to save a job because your quarterback's rusty because he had a pulled hammy in the offseason. That's not an excuse. And I'm sitting here. I have been watching, trying to break down the offensive tape, the Florida offensive tape against South Florida last week. And granted, I will admit, hand in the air, I didn't watch a lot of, outside of the LSU game, didn't watch a lot of DJ Lagway last year.
Right.
Enough to where, like, I was trying to grade him and watch. And I've watching a little bit of this tape from this past week, and not very impressed with what I'm seeing from a mobility standpoint. Deciphering defenses, sure talented, big guy, can make a lot of throws, but I'm seeing a guy that's a little bit inaccurate, and he makes accurate throws, but he's got some mechanical flaws and some issues that I see. Maybe that's the rust they're talking about. He plays a little quick. His feet are a little bit slow, but his upper body's very fast.
Yeah.
So, like, he's slow in a drop back, and then he makes a decision last minute to throw it, and then he's, like, really fast. He gets it out. And a lot of times it looks pretty, and you're like, oh, what a quick delivery. But he's kind of like a slasher. Like, I call it a spinner. Like, he spins his upper body his upper body creates a lot of his power, not his lower body.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. That leads for, over the period of an entire game or a season, it leads to inaccuracies. Now, he might make 3, 4, 5, 6 good throws in a row, but eventually it's going to catch up to him. And I saw a lot of throws early on that were not very accurate. And I also saw South Florida defense flying around, making plays, playing with more energy. Now, Florida looks like they got some talented guys on the offensive linemen. Their guards looked like they played pretty aggressive. But I saw no movement forward. A lot of their runs are RPOs. So what does the lineman have to do on an RPO? They just have to block and maintain their position. They can't drive people backwards because then you get offensive linemen down the field. A lot of their run game is based off RPOs.
Yep.
And RPOs are great. I love them. They're great to sprinkle into the game, but that can't be your base runs because your offensive lineman cannot drive. And I saw that a lot. And so they just stand up and the holes get clogged and there's nowhere really to run. So they got out-energied. South Florida beat them. They wanted it more. They wanted to get the ball. They wanted to get the ball carrier down. So we'll see.
Yep. LSU, challenge yourself, so make sure you have more energy than them in this contest. Hour 3, OTB coming back your way.
Off the bench.
All right, go to KTOZBlinds.com, KTOZBlinds.com, KTZ Interiors and Outdoor Living since 2004 in Baton Rouge, on the North Shore,
in Lafayette, but really, honestly, I mean, throughout the state of Louisiana. Like, if you're in Alexandria right now, they've done work there. Just give them a call. Tell them what you're looking for. Brandon Barton and the team going to make sure that they get the job done every single time. They have done it for me. They'll do it for you. I can promise you that. I mean, I stand fully behind Brandon Barton and the team. What they've done at my home completely changed our space. Interior, outdoor living. I tell you all the time, sometimes it's both. You don't even know it. KZBlinds.com.
Yeah, you actually be like blown away if somebody comes in your house and professionally treats your windows, like whether it's shutters, whether it's shades, drapes, blinds, whatever it is. You'd be blown away at how much better it makes your house look, how complete it makes it. And then at the end of the month, you're saving on energy because your house works more efficiently. So go to their brand new, beautiful website, KZ Interiors and Outdoor Living. That website is KZBlinds.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Thursday, September 11th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 92. In hour 3 of today's show, we'll have Big Deal or No Big Deal at 9 a.m., then our Munchie segment with LSU Executive Chef Michael Johnson. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from Pro Dreams, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone goal.
Live from downtown Baton Rouge, it's Off the Bench.
And welcome back in, hour number 3 of OTB, and we are here live at Pro Dreams. Again, want to remind you, I will be here this weekend, hanging out, watching College Game Day, signing some autographs. So come hang out, Maybe maybe Matt can come hang out too. I'm sure he's up at 10 a.m. Probably sleeping though.
I'll definitely be up at 10 a.m. Do your kids like to sleep in the morning?
Yeah. We got some sleepers.
I woke up today at my normal time, but I got up about 5:40, and I heard like thuds because my kids are beds on the second floor of our house.
Yep.
And I heard thuds. My kids were awake at like 5:45 playing, all of them, all three.
Well, what are we doing?
What are we doing? It's not. Are those?
You should have said, do you know what Dad would do to be able to go back to bed right now?
Yeah, do it for me, guys. Do it for
Let me live through you.
I'm not supposed to be seeing y'all before I head off the radio. Hey, Taylor, Taylor back in studio, you sounded awful during your announcements coming into hour 3. Just want you to know that.
He sounded bad?
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't even look good.
He sounded terrible. Probably had just a resting you-know-what face as he was reading it.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
He looked terrible. I know it's his birthday and everything, and people are supposed to be nice to him, but some people hadn't earned it.
Well, is there anything you can do about that?
No, that just changes everything.
Okay. Fair enough. Want to remind you about LSU Snacks, the officially licensed snacks of the Tigers. Every bite supports LSU athletes, so you can cheer on the Tigers while enjoying great taste. Try the Win Bar, a blend of crunchy granola, wholesome almonds, and chocolate chips packed with protein and lower in sugar. Or you can grab the Win Bites, gluten-free, bite-sized chocolate chip cookies with a perfect crunch. Find LSU Snacks now at Rouse's or order online at lsusnacks.com. LSU Snacks, where every bite supports LSU. Go Tigers. Speaking of Rouse's, by the way, we'll be there tomorrow and every Friday during the football season. And I'm sure tomorrow one of our conversations will be about the result of the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers from Lambeau Field.
I'm so fired up.
JD5 versus Jordan Love. I'm going for the Commanders, right? I mean, I got to cheer for my guy, JD5. Like, the Packers don't have an LSU guy on their team. I can't cheer for them.
Okay.
They don't have any.
I would expect most people around here absolutely to be cheering for the Commanders.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's probably just you.
I'm cheering for I'm cheering for Jaden.
And definitely not Taylor.
Definitely not Taylor. I'm cheering for Jaden. This is going to be a good game. Like, when I watch NFL games, I usually cheer for storylines. I cheer for people I like, players I like, and then I cheer for the Packers as well. So I'll be cheering for JD. This is not like I see the Packers play the Lions last week. I'm 100% all in. I don't want them to lose to the Lions. But, if JD goes off and beats the Packers, I don't see that happening. I think the Packers are way too good. There's going to be a lot of juice. That defense, my God, it looks like when they attack, when the other team is running the ball, it looks like a zombie apocalypse because you got 11 Packers flying to the ball. And you don't always get that in NFL regular season.
Right.
A lot of times it's NFL regular season, it's all professionals. People know that it's livelihoods at stake here, and they know it's a long season. So a lot of times, like, if an offensive lineman has a good set and locks a defensive lineman up, it's like, all right, cool, play over. Like, you got me this time. Next play, I might get you.
Yeah.
And if I'll give effort, like if I think I can get it. But there's a lot of brother-in-law, so just it was opening weekend. They were flying around like it was playoff football, and I would expect kind of that same energy. I mean, it's prime time, it's nighttime, it's Thursday night football. So man, I'm fired up. But good God, if anybody would have ever thought that JD's season was a fluke last year. Well, just turn on week 1.
Yeah, he looked great.
Yeah, looked great. And that guy is just
no
just
sophomore slump so far.
No sophomore slump. The guy's just a ball, and nothing that he did last year was an accident. Like everything that when he plays in control. He has a moxie about him. He's got poise, and he's just a smart football player. And he has built that football IQ.
Yeah,
he has worked on it. From his time at LSU, using the virtual reality, being able to take coaching and do something when he did something bad, able to turn that around and not do that again.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people can't do. It's the difference. Like, that's what the term coachable means.
Right.
It's like when you're coachable, like a coach only has to correct you on something once.
Right.
And if it's twice, then he gets the 3, 4, 5. Like, that's in the NFL. You see a lot of good athletes not make teams because they don't have time to continue to coach the same thing over and over. But JD, one of the greatest turnarounds I've ever seen from a week-to-week standpoint was at LSU.
Yeah.
When he turned, it was like one quarterback was playing one week, and then I saw this other quarterback play the next week.
Yeah.
And they weren't the same
It was
guy.
like right after the Tennessee game.
And it wasn't the same person.
Lost,
and it was never the same person again. And it was the most impressive thing I've ever seen because we saw the physical talent. He doesn't have the most – when he got to LSU, he didn't have the most traditional mechanics, and I was kind of a hater on that from a mechanical standpoint. But if you get to it doesn't matter what your takeaway when you're a quarterback. What your takeaway? When I say takeaway, your left hand's touching the ball.
Yeah.
You're in your drop back, and when you take the ball away from your left hand, that's kind of the takeaway.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what that looks like when you get to the end. Is your elbow out in front? Is it up? Are you extending out? There's different You looked at Phillip Rivers, you get Cam Newton, you looked at Tom Brady, Drew Brees. You looked at all these guys. So I take the best quarterbacks, and then I take the guys that had funky mechanics.
Yeah.
Like Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
Like Cam Newton. They all looked different throwing the ball from the takeaway and how they got to the front of their throwing motion or the back end of their throwing motion. So, but they all looked the exact same when you get stills towards the end of their throwing motion.
Right.
Doesn't matter how they got there, they got there.
Right.
Now, when you look at bad mechanics, the takeaway's bad, and they don't get there. They don't get that elbow into the arm slot. And JD does that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it didn't look conventional, but he does it, and, man, he's accurate. He's an accurate passer. But mentally, man, what he built that football IQ. So excited to see him progress. I can only imagine that his career production is just going to keep improving and improving and improving because we saw a mistake that he made this past weekend with a little clock management, throwing it away, getting an intentional grounding call into the first half, 10-second runoff. That will never happen again.
Right.
To Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
It might happen again to some other guy, another young quarterback, but I can guarantee you that will never happen to him again because he's a guy that processes information. He learns from his mistakes, and he's coachable.
Yeah, man, I credit him a lot because, he was his freshman year at Arizona State, he had some big moments, and he had Brandon Ayuk, and he had Ricky Pearsall and Rasheed White. They were talented, and he went out there and he did against Oregon. He made so many plays, right? And it was just off his raw athletic ability.
Yep.
But for him to understand, okay, I've got this gift, right? I'm a hard worker. Let me pair that with all the things that I have access to be able to build this football IQ. And now, you watch it, and I think his football IQ is one of the best in the NFL.
Yep.
It is high level.
Yep.
And the things that he gets done, and you pair that with his athletic ability, with his ability to throw the football, that's what makes it so impressive. And he continues to work, continues to try to strive to be the best possible version of himself there, and which is, extremely high. And now, Jeff Hafley and that Packers defense, they got to try to deal with it. And they were super aggressive in that first game. But as good as Jared Goff is, he's not Jaden Daniels. Yep. They're a completely different quarterback. So the game plan's got to be different.
Yeah, and let me tell you this. Let's not undervalue the addition of Micah Parsons to that Green Bay defense in this game, because if there is somebody that knows how to play Jaden Daniels, it's the guy that played him twice last year.
Yeah.
It's the guy that figured out a game plan. Last season alone, in 2 games, the Cowboys versus the Commanders, Micah Parsons had 4.5 sacks.
That's pretty good.
Versus Jaden Daniels. Hard to sack that guy.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
So he understands, and so don't undervalue what he brings to the table of just hey, Micah, what'd y'all do last year? Yeah. How did y'all affect him in the pass rush? And his being able to coach, that defensive line in Green Bay is hungry. Hungry young guys that want to learn. And you don't think they're picking Micah Parsons' brain? Hey, Micah, how did you get that? How did you get home? Where on your pass rush from the defensive end, what was your aiming point on Jaden Daniels? Were you aiming for his back hip? Were you aiming for his front hip? When you got to his level on the field, if he's standing on the 35 and you're rushing, did you stop on the 35?
Yeah.
Did you stop your rush on the 34 and peel back? Did you stop it on the 36? Did you go behind him and then peel back? What was the coaching point? Because 4.5 sacks in 2 games versus Jaden Daniels, is a shocking number to me.
Yeah.
For one person.
Yeah.
Like 4.5 sacks in 2 games against them in a game is
right.
Okay, that sounds right. But 4.5 sacks from one player, that is a type of impact, and that's why he commanded $40 billion a year, whatever he got. So don't underestimate.
Tay-Tay's just punching the air right now. Punching the air.
I hope he accidentally hits the wall.
Even on his birthday?
Even on his birthday. No, I'm just kidding.
Tough
I don't
scene.
wish that on any man.
Tough scene. It's not going to be a tough scene when you work with Tommy's. GoTommys.com. G-E-A-U-X, Tommy with a Y. GoTommys.com. You're going to clearly see the difference when you go to their website. Everything they do has it on tab on the website, but also like it kind of gives you like other things like gutters. Like we don't talk a lot about that, but they can get that done for you as well. Check out the gallery of work as well. I hope Taylor hits the wall. Oh, gosh. GoTommys.com is the website, GoTommys.com. NFL bad, so I'm just sitting and looking at the teams. Tay-Tay just dumb. Just Packers and Chargers just already gone. Titans on there.
Oh, I'm Taylor. I'm taking a new dumb team.
All right, we will step away, and when we come back, it's Thursday. It's 9:15. You already know what it is. It is time for Munchies. Go ahead and get your Munchie questions inside the Bayou 4 chat. We'll get to as many as we can with Chef, and we'll do it when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, to go to allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. If you are buying new, if you are leasing, if you are renting, one thing we tell you every single day, twice a day, everything is available. So, look, and also, like, no matter what your needs are, your family's needs, no matter what you're looking for, like, those things are going to be taken care of with All Star because they got something for everybody. Full-size SUV, check.
Boom.
Trucks, multiple, check. Multiple midsize SUVs, check. I mean, I could go on lists, sedans, hybrids, whatever, minivans. They got all of it, right? And they got all of it when you're buying new. They have all of it when you're leasing, and they have all of it when you're renting. allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
Yeah, it's called tailgating. You know what has a tailgate? A truck does.
Truck.
A Tundra has. Tacoma has one. So if you want to actually go tailgating, go rent a truck. Per day rental prices. Better prices than those big box car rental places over at the airport. So just give them a call, see what that process is like right now, and go visit them at allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, We've only got one. You. Auctioneer Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the
like the legend of the Phoenix. All ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. Look. We've come too far to give up who we are.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB, and again, we are live here at Pro Dreams, 3930 Burbank Drive. Pro-Dreams.com is the website, but it is Thursday. It is 9:15, so you know what that means. Our guy, Chef Michael Johnson, joins us now. Chef, what's going on, brother? How we doing? How we living?
I'm good, brother. How are y'all?
Doing good, but I think you're doing a little bit better. I think you had some fun this week, my man. I think you took our opponent. You said, you know what? I'm not going to wait till Saturday. I'm going to go find myself some Gators here coming up here during the middle of the week.
Yeah, I had been talking with Chase Clement about this for quite some time when we cook Gator every year. It for me, too. It's also about celebrating Louisiana heritage. It's about as a chef, I have to appreciate the process of what it takes to get food to table or swamp to table, as it may be, right? So, it was definitely one of those things that I wanted to be able to say, hey, we went and harvested this, we brought it to you guys. This is our homage to you guys, the team. Not just about playing the Gators this week, but it is also about Louisiana heritage, and eating alligator is part of our lifestyle here. So, it was such a cool experience, man. We spent some time with the Cajun Navy and understanding what they did, and it was just a really great experience. And I got to spend some time with J.R. Belton, the director of football ops, who went down there with me, and he got him a little gator too, and we got to bond a little bit. And so it's just an extraordinary experience.
So tell me about the gator. So size of the gator, what was the was there cool stories about? Just tell me about the whole experience.
So we checked probably 15 lines in the morning, several of which had been stripped. There was a couple of real small, what they call pups, that were under 3 feet, probably under 4 foot, 3 foot, something like that. We ended up with 2 small gators, which we brought back to cook on the smoker because they are sizable to cook on the smoker. The one that I killed was 9 feet, and I think that thing probably went 350. Man, it was to me what I would consider when you're standing on the ground. So the gator that I killed, it was on land, right? And so I had to get out of the boat, go on land, straddle the gator in order to make the kill shot. And there's a very small area that actually kills, and so you have to be, precise in what you're doing. And there's a reaction to it too, and I don't recall ever having my blood pumping and adrenaline rushing quite like so, like standing next to this prehistoric creature that has, a severe business end. It was just exotically adrenaline rush, you know what I mean? So then we got it back in the boat, and it kept twitching. I think JR and I were kind of anticipating this Tommy Boy moment where the gator gets up and rears up in the boat, and everybody's scattering.
Yes.
So, yeah, it was awesome.
Oh man, that's hilarious. So Chef, like, does the team they appreciate now you know you got this deal and they're gonna have a chance to have Gator this week, and is this something kind of maybe even fires them up a little bit?
We don't make a big deal out of it until Monday. I don't celebrate it until we celebrate it, right? And so if in the event that we win, we will smoke the Gators whole all day Monday and then present them as full Gators. And if we don't win, we don't want to be so boisterous about it, and we'll pick it and do black and Gator and just put it into dishes that we would otherwise serve anyway. You know what I mean? So that it's not so in your face. We are try to be thoughtful about our process. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Chef. So when you kill a gator, and did you do the butchering yourself? Is it just the tail that we eat, or is there a gator backstrap? Is there other parts?
No, yeah. I mean, there's definitely multiple parts of the gator that you can eat. The big one I left behind, and they peeled and cleaned. I think Chase actually did that one himself. The guy that we went out with did the two smaller ones for us pretty quickly, man. It was impressive. That guy, it was impressive with the knife, and that's coming from a chef. You know what I mean? Very comfortable and confident with his knife. But to your point about the question of the meat, there's actually different textures of meat and just different types of muscle tissues the gators have. Gators have a third kind of muscle tissue around their jaw that is meant to clench that thing tight down, in a millisecond, right? And that muscle tissue, super tender, eats real tender. It's kind of like pork loin or pork tenderloin, and the flavor of it mimics somewhere between pork and turkey, as do the legs, right? So they use those legs for swimming a lot, and it's a dark meat, right? So there's a lot of myoglobin there. It makes the meat dark, and it makes it more flavorful. And again, it tastes a lot like pork, somewhere between pork and turkey. The tail actually, has tons of meat on it, obviously, but it's a lighter, whiter meat that excuse the expression, but it tastes like chicken. You know what I mean? It really does. It really is mimic of chicken. Now, there is a difference between eating wild gator and farm gator. Farm gator, the fat content tends to be a little stronger because the diet varies. A farm gator has a controlled diet that is the same every day, and a wild gator eats what it finds, right? Sometimes that's live fish, sometimes it's not. So you have to prepare a wild gator, trim some of the fat off a little bit more. The age of the gator impacts the flavor of it as well. The size of the gator impacts the flavor of it as well. So, you have a kind of an optimum size there, and the younger the gators, the sweeter it is. The less likely it is to have a real profound flavor. So not only that, it's easier to put in the oven.
Yeah, it's not to change the conversation away from a dead gator, because nobody likes a dead gator on Florida Week more than me. But what you're explaining to me sounds so. I judged a gumbo cook-off one time, and the chef that made this gumbo, it was all the protein was from a snapping river turtle, one of the big, and so he was explaining to me. And it blew my mind. He was like, I think he said either 5 or 6 types of meat in this one animal. There's white meat, there's dark meat, there's pork, there's some sort of fish, that, all the different types. And what you're explaining about the alligator, it sounds really similar.
It really is. It is kind of similar. And turtles are equally as interesting to me. I eat just about anything, Jake. As a chef, I feel like I have to. If I'm going to ask somebody to eat something new and interesting, what does that mean of me if I won't? You know what I mean? So turtles, absolutely. There's different textures. I think that there's some meat on a turtle almost that would remind you of clam that gets really tense and tough. And there's there's other pieces, like you said, that's kind of turkey and porkish. Yeah.
Chef, and we got a lot of these questions inside the chat about just maybe all the different ways to cook a gator. And do you ever switch it up, or do you say, you know what, this way works for me, let's keep it like it is?
When I'm cooking whole, I usually smoke. It's a slow and low process that allows it to, not get too dry. It allows it, and I like to brine the gator too. put it down in an ice chest, soak it in a brine over 24 hours. That it helps prevent it from drying out because gators, by and large, are pretty active creatures in the fact that they're lean. You know, like it has a pretty lean muscle tissue, and so when I smoke it, I'll take and baste. What I love to use is like a mixture of chopped garlic, olive oil, and these Calabrian chilies that are soaked in the oil. So the oil takes on the flavor of the garlic and the chilies, and I'll take that, spoon it over the gator, and it'll take on kind of a golden red color while you're smoking it, and actually turns a little bit brown too. So it almost takes on like a natural color of the gator, but it also, the oil prevents moisture from escaping, and it kind of locks in the moisture inside of it so that it doesn't dry out. It's kind of like cooking a turkey. You know, you baste the turkey, and you don't want it to dry out, so you continue basting it with oil so that the moisture doesn't steam and escape. It's the same principle, same process. And then, you know, like I said, if we don't win and we don't feel like having the whole gator is the appropriate delivery, then we'll probably cook it and pick the meat and put it into like a sauce piquant, or like saute it down and brown it and then braise it. I love fried gator. You know, like I am an absolute idiot for fried gator. You know what I mean? But I think that's primarily tail meat. You know, the leg muscle tissues are really good for braising. So, you know, just like any other creature, there's going to be tougher parts. There's going to be more tender parts. I've never actually, you know, put like a steak off of the gator's leg onto the grill and eaten it that way. But because it's so tender, I definitely would try it. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm kind of curious about it. They do so, you know, in philosophy, you know, you can take the different cuts with different textures, and the more tender it is, the more high heat it will tolerate, and the tougher it is, the longer, lower the temperature needs to be.
We're getting a lot of questions here in our chat, and I can tell there's some eager tailgaters that might be cooking some gator this weekend. So here we go. So hashtag Munchies, is there a specific brine you would recommend for a gator, or is it just kind of like a don't overthink it situation?
Yeah, I mean, it could be either one of those things. With gators, because it tastes like chicken primarily, I think a citrus brine, throwing a little bit of lemon zest or lemon rind in there, not the juice necessarily, because the juice is acidic and it will actually cook the meat, but putting a lemony flavor, or even a citrus with like lemon, lime, orange, satsuma, that kind of, you know, putting those peels in with your brine. But realistically, it you know, is a salt, sugar, water mixture that is meant to absorb into the muscle tissue to prevent it from drying out. And when it does so, you know, the flavors that you put into it are going to be imparted into it. So, you know, you could probably put some sage in there with the lemon and oranges and stuff, and it tastes quite well. You know, everybody kind of has their own opinion about what flavors go well together, but I think, you know, a citrus and sage, or even marjoram, a little marjoram in there. I mean, you could probably make, you know, like go an Italian style gator. I don't know why you would, but you know, if you're constructing it like a chicken dish, you know, Italian chicken dishes are wonderful. So I think the flavor profile is personal preference, but the brine itself is going to be salt water and sugar. You know, like it's like a quart of water, or a gallon of water to 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of salt, 1 cup of sugar. So it's, I don't know if I got that clear enough. A gallon of water, 2 cups of salt, 1 cup of sugar, and then for every gallon, you know, you put your seasoning in, you know, like your flavoring in as well.
Chef, last one before we let you go. After LSU is victorious on Saturday and you serve gator on Monday, can 2 washed-up former athletes who had a lot of success against the Florida Gators come enjoy some gator?
You guys absolutely should.
Okay.
Yeah,
asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. Not saying it's us, but I'm just asking for friends.
Well, I'll probably have a private invite for you, you know, because I think we're serving it for dinner, but I think ex-athletes are capable of coming over there and saying hello. Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Chef, you're the man. We appreciate it every single week.
Yep.
Look forward to seeing you. I'm assuming you're going to the game? this week?
You know, I'm not actually. I'm. This is my day off, brother. And
I know. But it was Florida, and I didn't know maybe if that changed the math. You know.
I've been offered tickets, and I promised time with my kids, and we're gonna do a little fishing.
All good.
Looks like you might have the gator hunting bug. You might be out there on a boat.
I know.
Absolutely. I will definitely be watching the game. Don't get me wrong, but yeah.
All right, Chef. We'll see you Monday for some Victory Gator.
I appreciate you guys.
All right.
Thanks, Chef. Appreciate it.
Chef Michael Johnson, good enough to join us every single week here on OTB. Man, love that guy. Saw some still clips, still photos, and some clips of him out there.
That's awesome.
In the
That's
swamp.
something I've never done. And I've been in Louisiana a long time. Have you done it before?
Yes, but not to that extent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like not going off and getting in the boat and making sure.
Yeah. They brought it to you.
Didn't do it the smartest way. I'll just,
just jump on their back.
Say that. Like, when,
wrestle it like Happy Gilmore.
So like when Stelz and the crew had the baby gator in the bathtub at West Campus, not the smartest way. Hey, don't worry, Jay Hess has got duct tape on it, baby. No, sorry, electrical tape. It was electrical tape.
Yeah, we're gonna put him in
Jay Hess.
We're gonna put him in the terrarium with our king cobra steak.
He did. He also had a snake. He also had that inside of the dorm room. All right.
Psycho.
God. What a war daddy.
War daddy.
All right, we'll take a break. More OTB. I believe we got to get to some NFL Bachelor.
Okay,
when we come back with the birthday boy, Taylor Sharp, and we'll have that for you when we jump back on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, since 1930, since the 1930s, a long time ago, Supreme Rice has been changing the way you take in your jambalaya, your etouffee, your stews, your red beans, and your gumbo. So whether it's the brown rice, medium grain, the very popular jasmine rice, that is my go-to.
It is popping right now.
Supreme Rice is going to make your favorite dishes even better, man. And look, they are local as local can be. I mean, not only in Southwest Louisiana, but this entire area. I mean, it is grown, milled, it is processed right here in Southwest Louisiana. You're supporting Louisiana farmers. I told you, man, we went to a baseball tournament in Crowley, and it was so cool. Like, Supreme Rice was everywhere, right? And they were the backdrop of the baseball field. And it just felt like just Americana, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was Supreme Rice, and they mean so much to the town. They mean so much to the area because they've been in this area since the 1930s. So go pick up your bag of Supreme Rice today. That's at your Rouse's, your Walmart, your Kroger, all your AG food stores, supremerice.com.
When it comes to pipe fabrication, time is money. And at River Parish Contractors, we make every second count. Our 36,000 square foot shop is ready to take on your projects right now. With experienced welders, precise fittings, and fast turnarounds you can trust. Whether it's a single custom spool or a full-scale run, we have the capacity and the skill to keep your job on schedule. Call us or visit rpcontractors.com for your quote. That's rpcontractors.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB. We are here live on location at Pro Dreams, 3930 Burbank Drive in Baton Rouge. Pro-dreams.com is the website. I'm going to throw it back to studio because it is now time to play a little NFL Bachelor as Taylor Sharp is trying to pick his new team because he finally got tired of Jerry Jones and his antics and the Cowboys sucking. So here is Taylor Sharp on his birthday. Happy birthday, Tay-Tay, picking his new NFL team, or at least getting down to the final two.
Yeah, so we have 4 teams right now left. When I started this process, it wasn't an easy decision. I had been with the Dallas Cowboys my entire life, but finally decided enough was enough. Went on a few dates and with some other teams, kind of got some feelers out the opening weekend, and I'm down to 4 now. It's the New Orleans Saints, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tennessee Titans, and Buffalo Bills. Unfortunately, I do have to eliminate 2 of these teams today. I love this guy. I think he's probably the best football player in the NFL, but I am going to have to eliminate the Buffalo Bills. I'm not a North guy. I mean, I don't really like snow, and the Buffalo Bills seem to play in the snow pretty much more than any other team in the NFL. So for that reason, they're out. It also felt a little bit too bandwagon for me, almost a little recency bias. Love Josh Allen, always be a fan of him. Love Bills Mafia. I think it's the best fan base in the NFL. Don't know if I'm ready for that because I want to go to a place where I can realistically go see a game. Buffalo, kind of just not in the cards, so the Buffalo Bills are eliminated. Okay, so now we're down to 3. Saints, Titans, Bucks. Look, this next team, I always had a little fling with them. We flirted back and forth for a number of years. There is nothing I love more or nothing that I'm more proud of than being from the state of Louisiana. I love Louisiana. I think if you ask me, Baton Rouge is the greatest place to live. I know a lot of people crap on it. I've lived here my entire life. I love it. However, if I was to pick the New Orleans Saints, I would just be picking the Dallas Cowboys. They are the same team. Their front offices ran the exact same. They're both in bad shape, and there's no clear path to winning in the future. I just don't see it happening. This was the hardest pick because it is our home team, but the New Orleans Saints have also been eliminated. So the final 2 we will be deciding with tomorrow, the Tennessee Titans, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Tennessee Titans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, just like I knew it would be. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield. Tay-Tay can't help himself. And then Tennessee, Nashville, the home of country music.
That's my prediction.
I don't know, you don't understand how much this man loves Baker Mayfield.
But if he's basing it just off of that, it's a short term.
Well, I mean, to be fair to Tay-Tay and Tampa Bay, Mike Allstott played his entire career there.
Sure.
So you can always fall back on that.
Yeah, but he waxed poetically about how much he loves Louisiana, which is very heartfelt, and I get that. But he does love it, so I don't know if he's going to want to consciously choose a team out of thin air just because of quarterback and actively root against other Louisianans in the same division. I don't know if he can do that. Could choose somebody that twice a year, he's got to actively cheer against his neighbors. So I don't know, but I think Tennessee's the one you're going.
Yeah, he cheered for the Cowboys. Saints fans hate the Cowboys.
That's true, but they didn't always play them every year. The Bucs are playing him twice a year. Maybe he wants that. Maybe he wants the smoke.
Look,
Well, we already know he's not the smartest guy in the world. You know.
Look, it could be worse. I mean, I can remember, playing against them and being a little starstruck. Is like, man, Derek Brooks is out there. Like, that's kind of cool. Like, Rondé Barber's out there. That guy's a Hall of Famer. Both those guys are Hall of Famers. So it could be worse. It could be the Falcons. Could be the Cowboys again.
So he wants to be able to realistically go to games. So I guess like New Orleans airport.
Either one of those he can.
You get Southwest to, it's an hour and 15, hour and a half flight Southwest to Nashville.
Yeah. Tampa, same thing. That's not bad.
Yeah, Tampa, same thing. Not bad. Okay. Realistically, you can get to either one. Buffalo, you're right. Be a little tougher. I thought Buffalo had a shot at it, though, honestly.
Moonfish, you're on to something. He says Tay, Tampa Bay Tay. I say Tampa Bay Tay. Would just be easier.
Or just Tampa Tay.
Tampa Bay Tay.
Tampa Tay.
Tampa Tay's good, too. I like Tampa Bay Tay, but Tampa Tay, either one is acceptable here. The nickname possibilities. It was always going to be the Bucs. It was always going to be the Bucs.
You're calling me out for messing with the cables down here? You can't hear that, can you? You just see it.
Y'all know this about him. He can't help himself.
It's fidgety. Like I made a little lasso.
He doesn't have a desk to slap.
I do enjoy sitting on the couches, though. I'll say that.
I do, too.
It's kind of relaxing, yeah.
Yeah, they are nice.
I can see the appeal on, podcasters getting big comfy couches, comfy chairs.
Well, if you're dealing with some problems, you can see the appeal of going to Goodwood. YourGoodwood.com. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness, all kinds. Lots of problems. There's a full list of things that they can help you out with, actually on the website. Some of them, not all of them, but yes, YourGoodwood.com is the website. Yeah, it happens there sometimes. It does. But they're open Monday through Friday. They're right there on Drusilla. They're here locally, and they're ready for you. So go to the website today, book your consultation. They've got a solution to your problem. YourGoodwood.com is that website. So we're actually going to be very responsible. We've tried to do it all week long, way more than we ever have before. We are going to take a break on time-ish, and we are going to get to your questions to wrap up today's show here from Pro Dream. So an extended, just actually on time, Ask the Bench when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Go to GetGordon.com. Gordon McCurdy Injury Attorneys. Right there on the homepage, you can get a consultation set up. You can see past client results, cases they handle for you in the courtroom. Remember, it's throughout the state of Louisiana, no matter where you're at. You can be in Shooter, Louisiana. You can be in DeRidder, Louisiana. You can be in Cutoff, Louisiana. You can be in Central Louisiana. Gordon and the G team can help you. Your area code followed by 888-8888.
And we mentioned the Billboard Design Contest until September 21st. Get your design in right there at the website. You can Google Gordon McKernan Billboard Design. It'll pull it up right there. You can submit your design, whether you're a child, whether you're an adult, whatever it is. Whether you want to Chat GPT a sweet design of Gordon's head on something cool. I don't know what it is, but get your design in. Drive down the interstate. Check out. Look up and see a billboard with what you drew on there right there. And go to GetGordon.com to see how they can help you.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
This is the last segment already?
Yes, it is the last segment.
What'd you say it like that for?
There, sir. I mean,
what'd I do?
Hit the mic one time as you put it on. Look, I'm gonna take it off, and that's how you put it on quietly.
Okay, here we go.
It's still louder than me. You'll get there.
It's a hot mic. That's all.
You'll get there. It's okay. It takes reps.
I'm still just over 3 months into this thing. I'm still learning all those pro tips about how to take a headset off.
Yeah, see, when it's convenient for you, you're like, I've been doing this since 2018. I came in once a week. Yeah. When it's not, it's like, I'm new at this. Pick which one. Don't be a fence leaner.
Don't let facts get in the way of a good story,
Don't be a fence leaner. All right, the NFL is here, and every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook. New customers, this one's for you. Bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Your season starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Baton Rouge. That is promo code Baton Rouge, all one word, to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more. Plus, again, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV in partnership with DraftKings. The crown, guess what? It's not mine. It's yours.
Oh, nice. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, 21 plus, physically present in Louisiana. Select parishes only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Licensee partner Golden Nugget Lake Charles. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
All right, it is now time to get to your questions. Hashtag Ask the Bench. Do you think Tom Brady and Tay had the same way to get to Tampa Bay? Same process. Tampa Tay and Tom Brady to Tampa Bay.
I feel like Tom Brady's was a lot more well thought out and constructed and executed for sure.
Hashtag Ask the Bench. If one of y'all sons got an offer from the Gators, would you let him go on a visit? No.
Hell no.
I mean, seriously, like, no. I've told, like, no. I've told him no. There's places in the SEC.
And we raise our children right.
No, see,
they wouldn't want to go.
This isn't like a joke either. There's places in the SEC they can go to. Like if my son wanted to play for Shane at South Carolina, if he wanted to play for Eli at Mizzou, hell, if he even wanted to play for Sark at Texas, and LSU didn't offer him, right? That's a caveat here. Like LSU didn't offer, and probably get those offers. You probably get LSU. But if they didn't, yeah, he can go play for those guys. He ain't going to play for the Gators in Gainesville, Florida. And it ain't going to happen. Because if you get an offer from Florida, you got one that's adjacent to it, and you're picking that one.
Yep.
Now, I'm not singing Tom Petty unless I want to sing Tom Petty. I ain't wearing orange and blue. All right? I'm not wearing macrame jean shorts. I ain't doing that. Ain't happening.
I want to give a real thought-out answer here. And I want to just follow-up question to you. What if LSU didn't offer him, and he was signing to make life-changing money, and Florida's the only one to offer that?
Nope.
Okay. No. They heard it here first, people.
No.
We don't care what our children want.
No, it ain't happening.
We raise them right. We raise them to hate Florida.
Hashtag Ask the Bench. Why does Taylor suck so much? Flynn, you got that one?
Do I need to explain it? Just because. Because he can't read a room. You know, he makes bad decisions, poor decisions. And he had multiple opportunities to at least, do the right thing and make it interesting and keep it competitive. We didn't say you need to pick our teams because they're our teams, but we can't support someone that makes bad decisions over and over and over. At some point, you just got to set them free. And I don't know what set them free means. Just ridicule them. So we're there. So happy birthday, though. Hope it's a great one. Why are you silent?
Hashtag Ask
Nothing?
the Bench. Well, I do it to you. Which game outside of LSU-Florida are you going to be talking about the most on Monday's show? I'm assuming college since they I think it is going to be
A&M Notre Dame?
I think Clemson and Georgia Tech.
Yeah, because we do like Haynes King a lot.
Clemson and Georgia Tech. I think that one's going to be the first one, and I think Tennessee and Georgia, because if Tennessee upsets Georgia, that's certainly newsworthy. And if Georgia houses Tennessee, right, I think that's newsworthy as well because Georgia's kind of been slow out of the gate. They haven't, really dominated. I know they've won against Marshall and Austin Peay, but they hadn't really dominated. And so if they go out there and they dominate Tennessee, I think that's the storyline.
Yep.
Those are two. You mentioned A&M Notre Dame.
Pavia-Sellers matchup.
Ooh,
Pavia's,
that might
that's
actually
probably
be the answer.
the one. Vanderbilt.
That actually might be the answer.
South Carolina. That's going to be a great game. South Carolina. We are obviously very high on here at Off the Bench. So we'll see how that goes. Vanderbilt coming off a great win. So two dynamic quarterbacks. Both guys that can take over a game. So I'm excited to see the replays of that one because I'll be in Death Valley cheering on the Tigers. Not worried about that game, but I'll watch it the next day. Maybe not.
Hashtag Ask the Bench. Is there anyone on Florida staff who played in 07 that's still sour about y'all cooking them? I don't know the staff that well. Probably not. Maybe like somebody like deep within equipment or trainer or something. Tate Casey's a sideline reporter. Mm-hmm. He played tight end for the Gators.
Hate to say it, good guy though.
Yeah, he's from Longview, Texas. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the Lobos. But I don't know that there's anybody on the staff. I'd have to look it up and see. Now they got a lot of blue polos in their coaching picture. They had a coordinator of game-changing moments. That's an official title that was on their staff. So maybe. Soft maybe, just because they got so many coaches.
Who's the assistant coordinator of game-changing moments?
I don't know, but I think the coordinator of game-changing moments got let go. Seriously, I think he got let go.
It's his fault. If you want to,
Flynn is filling T-Bob's little shoes with the Taylor hate. Them cankles are going to Muffin Top and T's little shoes.
Muffin Top.
We can't beat that. We're not even going to try.
Look at these things.
We're not going to try.
You think those are cankles?
Muffin Top cankles.
So.
We love you. We'll see you tomorrow live from Rouse's.
Let's go.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Off the Bench.
Too good.
Oh, muffin topping ain't gonna. Go to prodreams.com. We've been here all day. We're here every single Thursday for an LSU home game. And so we'll be back here next week as LSU takes on Southeastern. Excited to be here. I'll be here again on Saturday from 10 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. I'm going to be watching College Game Day, drinking some coffee, eating some donuts, having some fun. Come hang out with me here. Look forward to seeing all of y'all on Saturday. Again, 3930 Burbank Drive in the same shopping center as the OG walk-ons. Go to the website today, though, to find your next piece of memorabilia, pro-dreams.com.
That's right. We've had the pleasure of spending the last couple Thursdays here, and we will all season long for home games. But on game days, y'all stop by, man. Come see this cool stuff. Like you said, they got 6 locations across Tiger Stadium for game day. Go see them. They have amazing stuff, amazing people over here. And what better way to get started than coming and seeing Mr. Hester on Florida Day in the morning. Go see him, prodreams.com.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies. We've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability. Because your well-being is more than a priority, it's our purpose.